So how are we gonna explain all these bodies to all these people?
Huh? I mean,
The guards know already what's up.
I mean,
yeah,
the guards
they're
know.
already in the plan.
The guards know, but how are we and the guards going to explain all the bodies?
Yeah, don't worry about that right now.
I'm worried about that. It's the time to worry about that.
There aren't that many, to be fair.
Enough.
I
mean, guards, you know, men who lived in this town all their lives who work for the Lord of the Keep.
You mean the Dead Lord?
Yeah, I mean that's part of the information that we gotta get out there here. But also that maybe is not something that we want to just tell immediately.
Damn.
Because if word gets out about that, people are gonna panic.
Where are you, damn? Where are you?
Also, with just generally how idyllic a lot of the sort of the life is in this neck of the woods, I can only imagine the way that people would panic to actual, real, existential danger. All of a sudden, right at their doorstep.
Okay, I'm back. I got my ritual cup of soft drink, Pepsi, Coke, whatever it is, in a Scotch glass. Whenever I DM or play D&D, it's a bit of a thing now. Alright.
It's good to have rituals.
Yes.
They're good for the brain.
Sometimes I make tea just because I want to make tea, not because I want to drink it.
But I mean, isn't what
It's just the ritual is nice.
But you do drink
tea
tea.
is nice. Right, don't forget to set your character chat in your characters.
I did a helpful thing so that everyone can remember. And also that'll tell me every time I log into the game.
Change your name.
I'm just gonna be appending that to everything from now on.
Getting to make sure. I guess I can just keep my name as Dungeon Master.
I mean, you can use whatever, and as long as you're fine with that avatar being next to it, then that's fine.
Yeah. It's actually an old avatar from
Oh, yeah.
one of the
What is it
first,
from?
actually
Yeah.
the first tabletop RPG character I had ever made, and it was Shadowrun.
Oh, damn.
My first game was Shadowrun. Jesus.
I'm sorry.
What
I mean,
what a game to start my career in, right?
honestly, it's better to start with Shadowrun than, like, 3.5, which is what most people started with.
It's fair.
I mean, you already went up on the game in that you knew a game that wasn't D&D. Like, you already were in a better spot than a lot of people.
To be fair, though, I wouldn't mind playing D&D. I think Shadowrun was the thing because the group of friends that I was around were into the sci-fi, so...
Oh, they also liked shopping, didn't they?
I'm back, but
Yeah.
Because
No, we were talking about-
you can't love Shadowrun if you don't love shopping.
True.
God.
Granted, like Shadowrun being run by a first-time DM with 6 players who are first-time
Lord,
players.
if
period.
to have been a fly on the
boy.
wall.
That was. I had a player rage quit. One of the players rage quit because he rolled poor dice, and I'm just like, come on, man, come on.
that's part of it. How do you not enjoy failure in the fucking RPG? Jesus
I mean, if you're a
Christ.
kid, then
If
you
you're
know.
a child, but
No, but like it's frustrating because like he was rolling poor dice the entire session. I get that's frustrating, but he straight up left. It was like fucking awkward.
I mean, he wasn't having fun, so
Yeah, well, you can't do anything about that.
yeah.
But the thing is, though, is the person also made a character. character that was incredibly unbelievable in the universe. He wanted to make a mute cat girl sniper.
That
Nice.
doesn't fit in Shadowrun, I'm sorry.
Totally fits in Shadowrun. Have you seen Shadowrun?
Like,
Let me-
low-key genetic modding was... Sorry.
Let me rephrase.
Wait, how high on the furry scale of cat girl are we talking about here? Because there aren't furries in Shadowrun, to my knowledge.
God, we're going into this territory. No, but
I mean-
the annoying thing was it was mute and refused to communicate and was just edgelord fuckers. It was frustrating. Just frustrating. But
Oh no,
other
it's like
things-
prime like teen boy character. Like, I get it.
Yeah, I think he was 17 at the time.
I don't know, 17 I wasn't. I mean, I made the Dick Cutting Ninja one time.
You also started playing earlier.
That's true. I was
I
playing
started,
like 14.
Sorry, wait, no, was it? God, it's so long ago. Jesus.
You
I
do
think
get
it
out
was
your goofy
19.
characters first, so...
But this was when I was Pro League Planetside 2 player. This is how long ago this was.
Lord help us.
Yeah, Jesus.
I mean,
Little
granted,
baby
but
Alex.
I'm pretty sure I was still like 24 at that time, so I've been
No,
playing
I'm
for forever
I'm
already.
thinking for me. Because at that time I think it was 19 going on 20.
What I'm saying is you're a baby and I have way more experience than you do.
Here
Okay.
I am being melancholic, and you're like, "You're a kid, Alex."
You're a baby.
I'm thinking to myself, and I just
Alex,
fucking...
you're a beautiful baby boy.
Fuck.
I feel like it was very apt when I had done that. Cici had done that. Anyways,
Mhm.
The guards. Well, shit. Rook's not back. Rook was making tea.
Oh, and I'm making
dear.
coffee, it's fine, so, like, I'll have to get up in a second and get it.
Yeah, no, but just thinking about that, 6 years ago, 5 years ago. It's been 5 years. It's been downhill ever since.
So I think for my psychic skills, I'm gonna do biopsionics and
I mean-
telepathy.
I mean, that's very apt considering you're a space priest.
Yeah.
So, did you choose Shooter Exert as your free level 0 skill?
Oh shit, I get one of those for free?
Yeah, because read the document. So it's because
It does say on the document.
It probably does.
That's like the first thing I saw on the document.
I didn't read the document.
Bitch.
fucking tilted. Fucking tilt. Read the document. There's like
I'll
important
read the
information.
document. I saw.
Alex,
I read,
Alex,
like,
as
the
someone who has done
second-
documents, I feel your pain, man. I read your document as soon as I sat down to do this.
You feel me.
I
You
understand.
It's one of those things. Here I am stroking my pencil again, guys.
Well, it's good.
I'm
that
sorry,
you
you're
have a
stroking your
hobby.
what?
I'm stroking my pencil again, guys.
Okay.
Well, at least
What
you're
did
not
you-
dabbing.
Oh,
think it's
what did you think I was saying? What did you think I said? Hello, I'm stroking my incel. Jesus.
I think I will in fact take exert though.
Okay, that's fine. You get that for free. So. Because of your military backup around.
War priest.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, well,
Oh,
you can't.
This character's getting very dark heresy very fast.
It's true.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like there's a lot of planets that are a lot of things, and you just make whatever fit, right?
Yeah, it's very open-ended on that.
Should I
Mm.
make up my religion or make up my religion? Yeah.
Make up the religion. I mean,
That way I
it
can
will,
just kind of pull trappings out of my butthole. as
the
it
ideas of
applies.
that'll come as soon as you guys get your planet, I'm sure,
Yeah.
because it's gonna have grown
All
up
right,
on
okay,
the
all
planet.
right. So hold on, D&D, fantasy time,
That was right back.
fantasy time. Yeah, keep back.
We'll be right back. Let me get my coffee.
Yeah, we've been here talking shit for like 20 minutes here now.
Hold on, because I'm so angry, I'm gonna dab, angrily dab.
Okay.
I am leaving this game, Alex.
No.
Aw.
I've been.
Well, the
I've
harpy
been
ran
dabbing.
away. Oh no, I guess we won't go looking for her then.
No, my daughter. How could you do this to me?
And when you walk outside, you see like the image of the sun god doing a dab.
Well, I guess it's time to commit
No,
Sudoku.
it's God from Pun Pun.
Jesus. You know what else?
Please no.
Chicken belts.
It was me throwing my pencil onto the thing.
I hope it broke.
I mean, you
Why?
can
It's a
you can
nice
take that one,
pencil!
Alex. You can take that one.
Hey, I'm confused.
What else? Chicken bells.
Oh.
Okay, see guys, what I'm doing here is throwing Alex off his game.
Nah, that's only happened, I think, twice while DMing. That was because someone was on their phone the entire time I was DMing. That was very rude.
Oh, dude,
Oh
fuck,
my
man.
god.
Okay, real talk. One second before we start, because that man, like, we had this when Brad first started.
It's alright, I'm already cutting out all of this front bit from the actual video, because
That's fine.
it got a little personal, and I figured maybe not.
Holy shit, though! Like, whenever Brad was running fucking 4th edition, like our starter 1 to 3 dungeon, we had a dude who just was on the fucking phone the whole time.
Is this also like the,
This is the only 4th edition game you ran, Mabadoo.
was this the Artificer?
No, it was Garcia.
Oh, well... Pronouns, she didn't want to be there,
Yeah.
in the
she
first
definitely-
place, so like,
I don't
you know, like...
She agreed to it, but like.
Oh,
But-
by the way, Heather,
it's not something I definitely still am upset about. It's like, you didn't want to be there.
hey, Heather, you want to change your name in Discord?
Oh, thank you.
Okay,
I'm prepared.
Unless you're
we're
ready
all
to play
ready, we're
sod
all
in
good.
this.
We all have our tea, we all have everything. Who would like to
Tio
do the
hasn't been
summary
halfway,
from last session?
Oh, I can handle that, actually.
Alright, you gotta do it in your voice.
Okay, so, fuck you, Alex.
Go on.
Speaking of throwing off your game.
Well, we snuck by we dealt with the water, what wasn't the water elemental?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a while.
I couldn't remember what it was. Or rather, banished it, so took that care of. Well, then we snuck up here into the keep and ran into the guard room and kind of making a face. They were all turned, and well, there was a really big. What was it called? The thing that came in there?
A mind witness.
The Mind Witness.
Is that like a mind taker?
No, it is a beholder that has been put in a vat of chemicals to be turned into an illicit creation.
I mean, that's something valuable that we killed, at least.
Yeah, something definitely very valuable. It's dead on the ground, flopped over right now. It's,
Yep.
And the guy that wasn't turned, there's no way of recovering him, even if we.
Oh no,
shot
he
him.
was dead
He
immediately.
got tentacles up his butt. I mean,
And
that's,
the
No,
unfortunate thing
no,
is
but he was
after-
ripped apart.
He wasn't ripped apart, but it's kind of gruesome. But we'll get into that in a second. So once you're done
Oh.
your summary.
I mean, that's pretty much it. That's all that happened.
Okay.
We just had a really
Alright.
big combat.
Yep. Okay. Where we last left our intrepid heroes, you all have put the bodies lined up into the room. Captain Vigar as well as Sergeant Kuno have come in, and the plan had worked. With the distraction and luring all the guards using imageries of yourselves, you found that they have, at least I think, have eliminated most of the turned guards. The young guard that had managed to turn, it's a red circle because from before, a young man, when you remove his helm, it's a bit sad to see, about 18, 19 years old, short-cut hair. Looks like he had only recently joined the guard. You notice that the entirety of the back of his skull had been blown off because he got crit on. So, unfortunately, because of the severity of the damage that had been rolled, the young boy was not able to recover. However, his body is mostly intact. Some scrapes and bruises and wounds. For the most part, he seemed to be carrying the ammunition for the turned guards. He had no idea from the markings on his body. Although you do notice that there is a slight tattoo on his arm, on the upper left shoulder, that maybe he might have been one of the next subjects That remains to be seen, though. You do notice that a lot of the men from perusing, they have markings on their left shoulder with etchings into them. I believe you can speak under common, right?
Yeah,
Mirrium?
we already established
Yeah.
that, yes.
These etchings just refer to numbers. 1, 2, 3, etc., etc.
This is just counting the, yeah.
Yeah, it's counting, and the sergeant that you had killed, that had been dueling Cici for a good portion of the fight, his number was 12, and the boy's number was 17. It looks like he was probably soon to be turned. So, with that, we set the stage, and the party can do what they wish to do.
I'm gonna point at Aldys. 16. There were 16.
Interesting. How can you tell for sure?
I show you the tattoo on the boy's back.
Upper left shoulder.
Upper left shoulder. Well, it's...
I
So-
see. That makes sense. Wait, weren't there didn't the actual guard rush in here? Like the
Yes.
sergeant from the front.
Well, we left off with that session. We kind of
Yeah.
past like 5 minutes with all like the commotion kind of dying down. You notice there's a couple of the town's guard, not the Valenheim keep soldiers, but the town guard themselves have come in and seeing just the carnage and like this disgusting mind witness just like flopped on the ground. Its tentacles just limp, all of its eyes closed, some of them completely chopped off and severed due to Tio's smite earlier. Did a lot of damage. So Vigar comes up, Captain Vigar, and says, "Well, it looks like you had the harder of the fights between us. I don't know what that thing is, but good work." And to answer your question, Cici, you have killed 4, and the 3 guards from earlier, yes, 7. So you
And
have
how many
you
did the
have
guards
confirmed
kill?
7. But the Vagar says they had also managed to free 4, but 1 casualty. So 13 altogether that have been accounted for, meaning that there are a few more that are not to be seen.
But only a few more.
Weren't we supposed to go like kill the mayor?
I'm pretty sure that's we're gonna search for him, but I have a bad feeling.
So what do you
I'm
guys
gonna
do?
turn to the sergeant.
What?
You need to look at all of your men on the top left shoulder. Here, I show them. I would already just still have their like shoulders exposed from there, and just show him the tattoos.
All right, and Kunal says, "Interesting. Does this mean anything?" And he points at the etching.
Where it was written?
Yeah, where it was written. You just tell him it's a number.
Yeah, these. I can teach him the digit. Is it just the same digit system?
It's a digit. It's a digit system.
I can
So,
draw.
like, if
I
you
can
got a
just
piece of
draw
paper-
him out the
Yeah.
10 digits of the undercommon. Like that's fine. Yeah.
So
I'm
you,
gonna go look for the Lord of the Keep.
yes, you can go ahead.
And I'll follow Aldys.
All right, so Cici and Aldous decide to investigate. All right, so let me.
Wait, before I go, I'm gonna hug Tio. And then I'm gonna follow Aldys.
Oh my God.
We're going to keep concentrating on protection from evil, by the way.
Yes, it's 10 minutes. It's been 5 minutes since the combat has ended, so you can maintain it for another 5 minutes. Okay, so there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rooms. Which one? This is the ground floor. Which one would you like to investigate first? You can tell me that answer in 1 second. In Mirrium, you decide to write out the digits on the parchment that you have just on hand, and you give it over to Canal, and Canal starts barking orders and telling his men to strip to check for markings. Kind of crude, but doing what you're asking
I mean,
him.
just show the top of the shirt. Yeah. I mean, it's
Yeah, and
I like these dudes.
and for posterity's sake, Kunal shows his shoulder as well, and so does Captain Vigard. They do not have any markings.
Like these dudes.
So with that, I can tell you right now, none of the guard in this building, which there's about 7, have no markings. So it's fine in this building for now. And Captain Vigard says, "Right, I must muster my troops and we must inspect to see. This is concerning to be branded like this. Who's ever behind this seems to be very methodical. We can use that to our advantage. Anyways, because you are the current lord of this reign, since Vallenheim has not been seen, we will follow your jurisdiction, Lord Aldys. And Vagar says to you, Aldys, how do you respond?
Odd. That is, not the normal rulings. It must be a Hightower law.
This is indeed Hightower law, but considering Hightower is currently at war and there's no other lords, it falls upon you.
Very well. First we must clear the keep itself and see if we can find the ruling lord.
Understood. And he kind of snaps his fingers and the man fan out, and Aldous, you get to investigate.
Hey, Cici.
Yes.
Is Rook
Rook,
here?
I think Mirrium called for you.
Yes.
Mirrium hands you a small stone. Just hold on to this for me, dear.
Okay.
Your movement speed is increased by 10.
You feel a little bit lighter on your feet. Well, talons, Cici. I gotta remember that. It's... Burns! Go on.
Out of character, doesn't have a name.
Yeah, it's just a transmuter stone.
Transmuter.
It's just a class feature that I have.
Yep. In which
And I can
case,
change what it does if we need it. Like, I can give you dark vision if we needed you to have it. I just need to do it.
Oh my god, that is good.
Yeah, it's extremely good. We
You
just
might
haven't
want to give
needed
that to Aldous in the future. But anyways,
Yeah.
Tia, what are you doing before we continue?
Tio was kind of kneeling over the body of the boy.
Yeah, okay.
Really, he's still like really bereft over it. You can tell he's like,
Yeah.
his jolly nature is kind of like shattered. But when Cici comes to hug him, he kind of smiles sadly and gets up, says, "Thank you, hon." And no, I'm not gonna feed you.
What? If that was a character, that would have been great.
Oh,
My head is
and
canon.
it's going. No, it's not in canon. And he's gonna go with Aldous and the others.
Alright. So, Aldous, you have a few rooms to investigate. You have the kitchen, you have the living room, you have the southeast room, which is sort of like a storage room, and you have the southwest room, which is a storage room, and the southeast room, which you think is a bedroom. What would you like to do? There's a second floor, but you're on the first floor right now.
I'm gonna go to the bedroom first.
Right.
What is he in
The
there?
one over here? That's the bedroom, the southeast corner.
I can't see a ping.
Oh, let me try that again.
refresh the window.
Yeah, I'll need to. I may have disconnected for some reason.
Well, no, Alex needs to if we're not seeing his ping.
Oh, well, let me
Oh, I
refresh
refreshed.
that.
It doesn't hurt you to refresh though, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Also, I
I
just
think
know, Alex. Oh, I was waiting in music to play, but we still have this, which is fine.
Oh yes, music. Correct.
I mean, that's fine. You just had the guitar in the background, which works. But if you have something a little bit,
Yep.
And I'm following Aldous.
Yes. Okay. So you head over to where the bedrooms are, and you notice something. Let me.
Hold up. He doesn't want us in there.
No. It's not in there. It's more so right in here, right
Oh,
about
okay.
here.
Yeah.
You hear? Hello? Hello?
wait, Alex, let
Behind
me
the muffled
refresh.
door.
Hi!
Fuck.
I answer back, hi.
Oh my.
Please let me out.
I go and I let him out.
Oh
Alright.
dear.
So you let out what looks like to be a young lord. Well, to be. She stands about 4 foot 5 inches from the ground. One long braided hair. It's nice and silken brown. She has bright blue eyes that resemble her father's, and she kind of opens the door and completely, for like no dexterity at all, just flops on her face as she was leaning a bit too hard on the door. But she falls into Aldys's arms, and she looks up and says, "What's going on?"
Who are you? Why are you locked yourself in this room?
I didn't lock myself in this room. Well, I guess I don't think I locked myself in this room. It's my father told me to stay in here. And Aldous, you would know her because of your lineage. You would know the sons and daughters of most of the lords. You were drilled in the daughters of sons and daughters of most of the lords. Her name is Bella, and Bella Wallenheim.
I pat her on the head.
Lady Valentine.
And she kind of steps back a little bit, noticing a very large harpy just petting her, and she reels back a little bit from shock. And
Ladies, you're in no danger here.
and
I turn and look at Tio, kind of like, I thought I did what you did. Look.
I
Miriam's
give you
just
a
like barely
pathetic nod.
peeking,
and
over
so-
to you.
yeah, just so you guys know, you guys are there's some blood on you. You just got out of a battle. You're worn and you're tired, so she's a little bit on the back foot right now.
Oh, speaking of,
And she kind of tenses a little bit and relaxes. You notice the room inside of was there are two beds for a reason. She was sleeping in the north one. The south one seems to have been emptied. There's a trunk open and a bunch of things removed, and she doesn't seem worse for wear, but there is sense of that she's been in this room for about a week or two. So you recover that many health, and because of your passive perception and you're observant, you guys are free to enter the room now, by the way. So she kind of like steps back. Because you are observant, you notice a lot of these little small details where she's been in here. You notice some plates that have been stacked up, waiting for the next rotation for the cooks to come. But she doesn't seem harmed or injured in any way. She just kind of steps back and she looks up and says, where's father? Where's mother? You know where they are, right?
Lady Valentine, I was about to ask you the same question.
Uh,
How long
well-
ago? When was the last time you saw them?
Well, I saw my mother about 30 minutes ago. And
Hey,
if you
Alex.
remember, yes,
Sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry, finish.
30 minutes ago you had taken a short rest. You had heard a lot of footsteps. Kind of flashback to that moment.
Hmm.
Father came by and took mother. He told me to stay here.
I see. Where are the guards, actually? Are they still, like, fanning around?
Yeah, they're
I'm
fanning
gonna-
around. I don't have icons, but like
That's
they're
fine.
around.
That's fine. I'm
Okay.
gonna try to catch one.
Actually, before you do that, hey Alex, so how old is this girl?
It's about 11.
About 11.
Yes.
Okay. So... No, she wouldn't have had any education at this point then, right?
Well, as a lady, she would have had tutoring.
Nobles probably would be
Yes.
tutored.
Just
at least at
tutoring,
this
but not
point.
like formal education at this
No
point.
formals, probably.
Then never mind.
So, yeah. So you catch one of the guards.
I need to know if anyone has moved in or out of the keep.
In or out? Well, we had only gotten here about 10 minutes ago. We have a perimeter around the keep, but we don't really know if someone's gone in or out.
Would Valentine could be on the loose.
Yes, it seems that way. We couldn't find them on the first floors or the second floors.
how many
Nope.
floors does this building have?
Two.
Nobody either. Then I take it.
No, but we found a study. We had not entered yet. The guard says to let you enter first.
That's puzzling, but very well. Let me see. Tio,
Yes.
take charge of the girl. Calm her down.
Yeah, Tio's gonna kind of go up to the girl and kind of get down on one knee and like, hey there.
Tio,
And,
Tio, you should cast that spell on her. That makes me feel better.
I'm gonna go up the stairs.
Yeah, you can
To the
do
study.
that.
Where's the
Mhm.
study, actually? Is it upstairs?
It is upstairs.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up there.
Yep,
Same.
I'll resolve that in a second.
Meet up with the
Mirrium
guard.
will do that, and
I hug Tio and then I follow as well.
spirits. So, Tio, I assume you just stay downstairs with the girl?
Tio's gonna put a hand on her shoulder and boop.
Alright, so protection from evil and good, and a warm
That's my
light
last first level spell slot.
washes into Bella, and she says, "You feel a lot warm, a lot warmer." And thankfully, no mind witches jump out of her head.
Oh,
And
that's good.
just to clarify, just in case you were worried about that.
I was
Um,
waiting on him to do that because that's a way better way of checking than, asking to...
Look at your shoulder.
Yeah, I mean, well, we're mostly ladies here, but still.
Well, I'm
It's still
also...
weird.
I guess it's still just totally, yeah.
Tio wants to RP her unknown spells more, so...
Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
So,
Or
Uh,
unknown
Oh yeah,
spells,
like
I'm
that led
sorry.
into it perfectly. Yeah, you did a good
Yeah,
No,
job.
that's
so-
100% good.
she completely relaxes, and she kind of like she sits down on her bed and you sit next to her, and she says, "I'm really scared."
Tell
Father's
you
been
what.
acting-
How about I tell you story of the little whale and the big squid?
I'm
And he's sitting
assuming
down-
it's
he-
just the title and you don't actually have a story.
Yeah.
He's gonna make it up as
Okay.
he goes. He's just like sitting down on the bed, and the bed like goes, and he's like way
He's
down
like,
on it because
"Here's a
he's
nice
he's so heavy.
Like he's
It's like a little
he was-
seesaw effect.
Yeah.
But I'm fucking dying.
And
He was almost max load for a warhorse. So
yeah, and
Bitch.
Bella actually kind of snuggles up to you and kind of like rests her hand on your legs and just kind of like sighs, and tears actually start to fall down her face, and she's really scared. And she's comforted, but she's scared. She's worried. She
Yeah,
seems a little
put
bit
my
smarter
arm
for her
around
age.
your shoulders.
And she says to you, "Father's been acting really, really weird in the last month. I knew something was wrong. I knew he was sick. He told me to stay in here with Mom so that we wouldn't get sick either. I'm really scared right now." You kind of start to tell the story of the whale and the squid, and you wanna tell a quick blurb about it, or do you just kind
I
of?
do not.
Okay. How about this? We will go to the upstairs. Resolve that, giving you time to think about your story.
I demand a squid story.
Yeah, I'm making you do this. This is
Oh,
too
no,
great.
Okay.
Right, so,
And you gotta tell it in
okay.
your character voice.
Yeah, I know.
All right, you guys are in the study. You notice a
right.
guard posted out there and salutes, and the door is open, and you notice Vigar is inside there as well. I don't have an icon.
That's fine.
yeah, yeah, it's no big deal.
7.
The guy.
Alright, what does this place look
Seconds,
like?
I will...
These are little
Yes, I'm about to
tables.
describe that. I'm only just going to
Alright.
write the B here so you guys can
That's
see
fine.
where
That's
Vigar is.
Oh yeah, there he is. He a V. Oh, this is NetHack. I'm down.
This is the heck at this
I'm
point.
100% down with this aesthetic, Alex. Like, this is good for me. This is
Well,
doing it for me.
He needs to
This
make
is some
the
rogue
wall
shit.
stuff like hashtags though.
I mean,
The,
feel
the
free.
reference is going over my head right now, guys, so I'm going to get back into DM mode here.
Yes.
Anyway, so you enter the study, and hold on, if they have my notes over here. Yeoman, sorry. I have a lot of tabs open because that's what I do.
Rogue, if you know that game.
Alright. Okay. There. Despite the general malaise that seems to encompass the room, Lord Valenheim's study remains cleaned and maintained. Over here is about 12 foot high of books and books and books and stuff about the history of Yselle, as well as the history of the Drakewood, and some books about Vestosia as well. Over here as well, there's a bunch of books. You notice a very large mahogany table over here, and the circles are just smaller tables with chairs around them. You notice some plates, and you do notice that there has been signs of movement in the room, and a trunk is open, and there's like a bunch of stuff cleared off of the table here, put into a briefcase and left. And these large mirrors they're large windows, those squares. There's a nice bust statue of himself in the top left corner, and over here is a fireplace, and next to the fireplace is a clock. Vigar comes up kind of wearing battle worn. He also fought in the battle. He's wearing mail and a bit bloodied, but he seems to be better nonetheless. And he walks up and he says, "Seems that you have found the study. I had tried not to move too many things around, but impressive collection of books. I know Valenheim had always been one
Can I go
for-
over and knock over the clock?
Captain,
Yeah, you can knock over the clock.
Captain, we found Lady Valenheim downstairs.
Oh,
Alive.
did you? Alive? Do you know if she has been turned? You would know that she's
We're seeing to that right now. Sorry, hold on, guys. I fucking pulled a
She
muscle
did
in my
advantage
shoulder.
my aura, so I must assume that she is still well.
Yes.
Because
I
I'm
hope.
visibly glowing, so.
Well, if you'll excuse me, she is the current reigning lord.
I'm
We are still under
going.
your jurisdiction because you are you are old enough to rule. We will follow your plans. All this.
Yeah.
It's
I need
hard to
to
see
make
there's
sure.
still some common sense laws on the books.
I'm
I
going to
was
keep the
very
thought to
concerned.
myself that yeah, we would. Mirrium and Aldys would know by now, because if Tio is doing the thing,
Yeah.
that I assume he's doing,
Yeah.
at least, because Mirrium still doesn't quite get that he doesn't just do it.
Yeah.
So-
So yeah, that we didn't hear like the sounds of fighting, or some real awful stuff. Like, we know right now that she's safe and she's fine.
Yes.
But I'm just going to tell him that we
you
know.
notice-
I'm not going to give him that detail.
Yep, Vagar actually has a nice. He's been tense for a little bit ever since you had met him. But there was actually a lot of relief in his eyes when you tell him that. And he says, I was promoted to captain the day she was born. It's good news. Thank you. And he kind of, excuse me, and goes off. Goodbye, V. All right, so Cici, you knock over the clock tower,
What?
Oh my
Why?
and the clock hits the ground in a nice little shatter.
My God.
Yeah. And nothing happens, but
Cici!
it's a broken.
Those are expensive.
What are you doing?
Cici,
Well, how did he get out? The windows are all closed. No one saw him leave. I'm just checking around here to see if there's anything.
Now, don't break anything else. There might be a trap here, dear.
Okay.
That clock
And,
could have exploded. They could have taken
it
out the whole
didn't.
building. Well,
But it didn't.
it's a sure way to trigger the trap if it's there.
But there was no trap.
Just
This
try not to touch
time.
anything, CC. Let me look around.
And immediately, because you have a 17 in your passive perception, because that is a busted ability, you notice that there are a few things misaligned. One, there is a painting on top over here that has been slightly ajar. There is a something in the table that seems a little bit too out of the ordinary, and you notice something special about the statue in the top left-hand corner.
Alright, so
Do
let's
I
see.
notice any of that with my 15 as well?
Yes, you do notice that. You do. You notice everything except the table.
Okay. Can I go over to the statue and poke it?
Oh yeah, you sure? You poke the statue.
Gently. That's the thing.
Thank you.
Mirrium, if you would, check that painting for me over there. The one slightly ajar.
I'm gonna go examine the painting.
Right,
It's
Can I use my
investigation.
perception to see if there's anything?
Yeah, you can roll your perception for
I mean,
active
just
looking.
like take it off.
Oh wow.
Right.
Well, yeah, I'm going to very carefully examine the painting before taking it off, though.
All right, you go ahead.
Whoop.
All right, investigation.
Oh, I
That
didn't
works.
change my name. Oh no, because I
God damn
refreshed.
it, kid!
Dude,
I refreshed and it resets it. Please
Yes,
don't
it does do
ask.
that, yeah. It
Don't
does do that.
bully.
There is a key in the table over there, and you do not have said key.
And hidden compartment.
And you touch the statue, Cici, but you don't notice anything. It doesn't move. It's just a very strange statue of Wallenheim. It is just a bust.
I
Kinda wiggles
turn
around.
towards Aldous and I say, "You're prettier."
Oh,
This is very true. But thanks for the compliment.
what's your charisma, by the way, Aldous?
16?
Yeah, you're gorgeous. You are
That's
gorgeous.
not what that is. Comeliness is a stat if you want to be that kind of.
Hey, just
So
let him
wait,
go with it.
If my charisma is six,
Yeah,
does
that's
that
not
mean
how
I'm
that
like
works.
ugly?
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
that's not how that works.
Exactly.
It's not how that works. I'm saying just like
He was
Just
making a
saying.
joke. He was making a joke.
The point is, paladins are stupidly like they never get sick. It's fucking stupid how like
I mean, you never had
Good
acne,
time,
so you
but-
do have like nice skin, I suppose.
perfect. Yeah.
you're very fair. I'm just kidding. So here's
That's not what that means either.
Anyways,
Oh my
so
God.
you investigate the painting, and nothing seems out of the ordinary.
All right. So what
Oh,
happens
this-
whenever I like jostle it? And
Oh
move
yeah.
It?
Alright,
I
so
mean,
the
like I
unfortunate
said, I'm
thing
doing all
is-
that as part of this. Like
Yeah, so you
I'm
kinda
examining
move
it and
the,
then like gonna start playing
yeah.
with it and messing with it.
yeah, you move the painting, and there is a vault behind the painting.
Empty. I would assume.
It's closed. It's closed. But it is unlocked currently.
It's unlocked. Well, I'm just gonna again. Like, do I need to make an investigation roll to check for traps, or what's checking for traps?
It's
What-
either perception or investigation. Yes, you can do one of
investigation
those
for
things.
me. So would I need to make another roll here, basically?
You will need to make another roll. Yes.
Bet.
And
Wow.
just before you open, you notice a glowing rune. A glowing rune.
Please.
A glyph. As you're
No,
just
no,
about to
stop!
open
See, look, I found a trap. What is this?
It is a glyph of warding.
What did I tell you?
I'm sure that's just the magical lock on it.
No, mind flayers, dude. It's trapped up the wazoo.
Oh my lord.
So what do? There is a current glyph of warding up there
Please
right
don't say
now.
crude words like wazoo around my daughter.
You're not here. You're not here. It's girls' time now. Shut up.
Right.
So, all right, yeah. So how do you disarm? Like, how to just help me out here? I don't know how any of this works.
Actually,
Well, you
I
can-
don't either.
I would like to
Well,
either get rid of it or get by it.
So you have a couple options here. You know where it is. You can open it. Now you would know it would explode. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah, I mean, it takes some damage.
And take some. Well, like you can like fucking gust of wind it, or like take a stick and just move it, and it explode. But it also
But it-
destroy the contents inside.
Yes.
What it is.
Yes.
The other thing is a counterspell, or another clever way for you to open the vaults.
What does counterspelling entail? Because I don't think I have.
You do not have it, I don't think. Counterspell
No.
just you cast it on the glyph, and it just.
Oh, it's like a spell, or it's like an
It
ability.
is a spell. It
Or
is a
isn't it an
spell.
ability that you... Oh, it's a spell. Okay.
It is a spell.
I certainly don't have the spell counterspell.
No. So yeah, unless you can figure out another interesting way to bypass the glyph of warding.
Where is it exactly?
How is the function of it? Does it activate?
You can-
Is it like okay? So it's a magical ward. So they're not made with wires or anything. They're kind of like an idea made into a little physical,
Yes.
little power source. That's what the glyph just
Roll-
holds the power and directs it, and you
Yes.
mentally
Roll an
control what
Arcana
it
check.
does, right? All
Roll an
right.
Arcana
Yeah,
check.
yeah, yeah.
What was
yeah,
your Cici? What was you asking to do?
I'm not asking to do anything right now.
Okay.
I'm just messing with the statue, like using my talons to kind of try to move it back and forth.
I look for a keyhole in the statue.
Right. You can do an investigation check.
Very good.
I'm gonna do one as well.
You can, yeah. Whoa.
Wow.
You are too distracted by the bust, and you're comparing the intricacies of Wallenheim's face with Aldys's right now. You're too distracted. It's like, ooh, this is pretty. Aldys, unfortunately, with Cici staring at you so intently, you don't really notice anything.
What about me?
And unfortunately, you rolled a 12, so you know the glyph of warding. The most of it can tell you that there's usually a trigger word to bypass it. I can't say anything else about it.
Okay.
I mean, start yelling at it.
What was his daughter's name?
Bella.
Bella?
Yes. Well, you say Bella. Nothing
Yeah.
happens.
Okay. Well,
Uh,
that would be the obvious one.
Aldous.
Out of character, maybe we should go ask the daughter if she knows anything.
Aldous, what kind of
We're gonna do that.
what kind of password would a man like this pick?
What do I know
And,
about Valentine?
Wallenheim, you'd also know that Bella isn't her full name.
History check. History check.
Anyway, we'll put a pause on this and we go back to where Tio
Yeah.
and Bella currently, and Bella's kind of like snuggled up to you. You can given her something to drink, and she's relaxed. And you want to regale us with the story about the whale and squid?
Hey, Alex, move me back down there so that the camera's
Yeah.
there. Thank
I mean, you guys are still there. You guys are off screen.
Well,
right now.
yeah. I can fix that. Don't worry. Are you fix? Oh, I'm not off screen
I fixed
enough.
Yeah, because you're coming down. But
Am I?
anyways, we go back to Tio, and you're over here.
I wasn't coming down though.
Oh, you weren't going down.
No, I said move me the screen down there so the camera's there. On roll 20. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're on the same page now. Carry on.
So we head over to where Tio is.
You know what? I'm anxious.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's tell you what. We don't have to do this.
No, I actually came up with something. I want to do
Oh,
it now. I just
okay.
got performance anxiety.
I understand.
It's a
So-
story that you've told to Cici so many times.
Once, hang on, let me get the boy's voice.
The good boy's voice. That good voice for that good boy.
Jesus.
He's down here.
Yeah, it's down here.
Perfect.
Once there was a little whale, and she was so small. She was much smaller than all her friends. And she felt lonely because all her friends were so much bigger than her, and she felt like sometimes she couldn't get along with them, and they didn't see proverbially eye to eye. They could see eye to eye pretty well because they were in the ocean. They could move around and up and down, but anyway, one day she was swimming around in the ocean, and she found a crab who was very big. And the crab was also sad, because he was much bigger than all his friends. And they started talking about how it felt. Please stop.
Sorry, it was a request for Brad. I'm sorry.
You overdid it a little bit, but thank you.
So they talked about what it felt like to be such a different size than all their friends. And as they talked, they had an idea. They said, why don't I try living your life with your friends? And then I'll be the same size as your friends. And so the whale went to live with the crabs, and the crab went to live with the whales. And at first it went really well, because they were all the same size, but as time went on, the whales needed to get into a small cave, and they asked the crab, "Can you get into this cave?" And the crab tried to get into the cave, but he couldn't. He was too big. And the crabs, I can't think of a thing that's too big. And so they realized that sometimes it's okay to be a different size than all your friends, because sometimes it's important to not feel like everyone else. So they went home, and they appreciated how it takes all sizes to live as a society.
Please, can the last word be actually society?
Society.
Thank you.
And that's the whole reason that the story exists.
So, Bella that's actually a really nice story. Wow, kind of reminds me of what's been going on with Dad. He's trying to. They said he was sick. He said he was fine. There's this strange doctor that came by one day, and it just got worse. That's what that story made me think of.
Why don't you tell me about the doctor?
Well, it's a doctor. He came in. He said that he was gonna help with my dad. It helped a bit. Dad was on his feet and was springing around, but then it was only a short time. I think it was about a few weeks ago where the doctor actually came in. He looked really strange. He looked very strange, and he didn't notice me. I tried to say hello, but he looked straight past me and at my dad. I think that's maybe what it means when we have to appreciate where we come from. I don't know, just the story made me think about that.
She nods and he gives her a little squeeze.
And anyways, thank you. And as you notice that as she finishes says thank you, you hear a knock. And it's Vagar comes in. Milady. It's Vagar.
Hello.
And thank you for taking care of Lady Belladonna. You'll have to excuse me. There are certain things that I must do with her. We have to organize the estate.
All right. I'm gonna get on my knees in front of her and give her a look in the eyes and take her hand. Be like, if you need me, I'll be in the castle for a bit.
Oh, well, I would like to hear more stories when you have a chance, so...
I would
by.
love to tell you some more stories. And I squeeze her
Cici
hand.
suddenly feels jealous in the distance with no idea why.
And I get up and I smile at Vagar. And I'm feeling a little better now that I've had some time to like be in my comfort zone.
Yeah.
Because like taking care of kids, Tia's good at that.
Mm-hmm.
and
Vagar
I'm gonna-
gives you a salute.
Where are my friends? Do you know?
They're in the study, second floor to the left.
Thank you.
And you go off and do your thing, and with that, we go back to where the study is. And a few moments pass, and after fiddling with the statue a little bit, Tio walks in as Mirrium is just perplexed at this glyph of warning.
Yeah, but so history check though. I should just know her name. Come on.
You can.
Hey, aid me here.
Yep.
Well, I mean, the guard did just tell Tio.
Fuck.
Wow.
Well, I mean, hey, when Tio walks in.
Yeah, but I
and
wanted
you
to see a
notice-
chance to just
Yeah. Mirrium and Aldys are just arguing amongst each other. No, that's not her name. No, that's not her name.
Dude,
Tio!
I totally
Tio,
don't remember.
Tio.
It's totally like against fucking etiquette to ask. I'm not gonna do that shit.
I hugged Tio.
You're supposed to
and I tell
remember.
him
You are
they're mad
super
at me.
supposed to remember.
Oh no, why are they mad at you?
You turn the
'Cause the
corner and you
clock
see
broke.
a broken clock.
Why did the clock break?
It just fell over.
This.
Cici ran in here and smashed the clock, Tio.
I'm gonna give Cici a stern look and say, you shouldn't break things.
Tio, look here. I point
Yes?
at the safe and like sort of like the proximity of my my feathered little finger close enough to the ward like activates the ward so you like see it there.
Oh, wow. What's that?
It's a ward. I'm just saying that she could have tripped this if it had only been on the clock instead of behind the painting.
But it wasn't.
I give her
She a
a
frown.
look, like a side eye. Owl. Wait, no, owls can't turn their eyes, so just like a. Hold on, no, hold on. I'm looking down at Tio, just slightly like, kind of lean to the side because I'm just like sort of super casually pointing over there, and slowly owl head, independent of any other body movement, turns
God, that's amazing.
to look at Cici. And Mirrium doesn't say anything, but she just frowns.
I go
And then
hide behind
slowly turns back to Tio, following. Oh, Cici goes behind Tio. Then Mirrium just follows Cici back to Tio. Look back up at Tio. Tio, did
She
you
looks
get
a little bit afraid.
the
Oh,
girl's
I know
full
that look.
name?
Yeah, it's Belladonna.
And with that, the glyph ward goes inert.
And there we are.
Every time, someone's going to have to teach these nobles password etiquette at some point.
Well, at least it wasn't password.
This is why you don't give magic like this to laymen, hedge wizards. They're gonna use it irresponsibly.
I can agree with that.
There would have been a much more difficult investigation check, but I need to reward the story.
Yeah, that was
needed to
extremely
reward
good.
The story. See, this is what I like. Anyways,
So what's
the
up
glyph
in
goes-
here?
All right, 1 second. You have a handout in 5, 4, 3,
Show the player so that it pops up for me. please.
1. Sorry. I was actually going to think to. There's a timing because I was going to the thing. You should have it in PC.
Oh my.
Oh, if you show the players, it just pops up, so I don't have to shift
okay.
stuff around.
That's true. There you go. What contents? Right.
Looks like you raided his personal stash. Let's take a look here. Oh, missives from Vestosia.
Remind Brad what Vestosia is.
Vestosia is the nation to the south. It's the fantasy elf nation.
Okay.
It's like
It's
cookie
one
cutter
of the
fantasy
ones
nation.
that we're either gonna make friends with or they're going to go to war with us.
Okay, so that's totally normal for a border
It's
town.
it's the nation that's like we could be friends with.
So
We're
backstory-
trying
just,
to
recap
yeah.
here because it's you guys are still discovering the world. There's a current war going on between Vestosia and the Ingoshians. The Ingoshians have started their invasion into Yselle. No one likes the Ingoshians, and Vestosia has sent emissaries to parley with the king to organize a unified front. They are coming in 2 weeks through Fallcrest, which is why you're here in the first place, to make sure nothing goes wrong with this.
Yeah.
The thing is, Vestosia is also like they kind of just want to own us.
Vestosia is, think of it sort of like your atypical fantasy world, very much like the Forgotten Realms, a whole bunch of random races, but they are more of a several kingdoms kind of hodgepodge together. There's a very difficult leadership going on right now, which is why they're kind of losing to the Ingashans. But yes, it's not just Ingashans, but both Vestosia and Ingasha have been trying to get just the strategic point of Yselle for like a decade because of where it is. It's by the sea.
Yeah, and what it is.
And what it is. Because also you literally have like hundreds of kilometers of fertile land that never dies or withers.
Literally, it's eternal ridiculous. Growing season.
Yes, eternal summer. That's what it is. So eternal spring and summer, and it Aldys would know this because of your military background, because of your father telling you. The sea where Yselle is such a great place for ships that if they are able to have a harbor there, would mean that the Vestosians would have to deal with a northern front of ships because they're landlocked right now. And the reason why ships cannot pass through is because where Yselle is, one, that's on Yselle territory, and two, the turtles keep ships from going in and out unless they are allies. And the turtles are allied with Yselle.
We got a big spooky sea monster friend.
Yeah, there's a giant ancient turtle there that keeps. It's a turtle. It's a giant turtle for the turtles. But yes, Tio and Cici, you would know that turtle. You've actually talked to him before.
I know what he sounds like.
He speaks even slower than Tio. Thank you. That is exactly how he sounds like. But
I have no idea how that sounded, so I'll enjoy hearing that later.
That's kind of like the political landscape, but why everything is just going to shit right now. So, anyways, moving on. Yeah, what do you guys continue to do?
Hey, those letters.
Which letters?
The ones in
Those
silk.
letters are wrapped in silk. Yeah, those look personal. I'm gonna look at those. Oh boy. Thanks.
You guys can read that. But you notice these letters written to Lord Wallenheim. Obviously, you wouldn't have the letters that Wallenheim has written back, but this seems to have been written over the course of a month or more. Dr. Azir.
Oh, we have a name now.
Yep.
Hey, like, really highly trained, powerful, like, magical doctors? Those are names that I should know. Can I get a history check there?
You may get a history check at disadvantage because this is Vestosian, not an Yselle.
Hmm.
And plus, Azir doesn't ring a name.
Well, I mean...
Maybe you can roll a history with disadvantage. Go ahead.
Where is that? Okay. Trying to think of something that might help me out here. No, I guess nothing. Boop.
15 actually is relatively good.
Nice.
Yeah, it's lucky dice. So, anyways, Dr. Azir, you kind of take the feathers, your fingertip feathers, and you kind of stroke your beak a little bit, thinking, doing some nervous ticks, trying really hard to remember. Dr. Azir, Dr. Azir, Dr. Azir, and something you remember hearing about the spell plague, mostly known as the Violet Wretch. And you would know that there are a handful of doctors, and Yselle hasn't had an issue with this at all, because one, the Drakewood, it's very hard for foreign contaminants to get through the Drakewood, which I'll explain later. But and two, it's been a plague that's been coming across Vestosia for a while, and Dr. Azir seems to be one of the names that have shown up in a bunch of reports about people trying to combat this spell plague.
So I have read about this at some point, so I'm vaguely familiar with it, and I have read this name before, is what you're saying?
You have read this name before. You've seen him as a part of like a bunch of doctors working alongside to find a cure. And the Violet Wretch, once again, is a very volatile plague. It's called the Violet Wretch because there's a lot of purple splotches that end up coming up on the skin, kind of like the Black Plague. And you die a pretty horrendous death because you end up vomiting your entire innards out, and it's purple. That's why it's called the Violet.
Ugh.
Okay, so all of this kind of scans then. This all seems kind of legit. Is what I'm
Belladonna
getting from...
said that she's
What
seen.
about the writing, though? It's very... The first and fourth letter, look at those.
The first and fourth, you said?
Yes. The style of writing, strikes me as odd.
Belladonna told me she's seen a doctor come by at least twice. Didn't seem very nice from what she said.
So with that, you notice the other contents. And by the way, to answer your question earlier, you notice the bust has
Did
a
you get my
small.
message, by the way?
Oh, I did not. Thank you for letting me see.
Hey, Alex. I
Yes.
want to do an investigation check combined with one of my class features to kind of
What's a
like
class
just
feature?
do some. The class feature in question would be minor alchemy.
Okay.
Just the whole like I can transmute one substance into another substance.
Yeah.
I want to kind of like hold kind of we got some lamplights here. It's still kind of early in the day,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Just, I need to get a good shaft of light coming in from the
Right.
sun from one of
Before
these
you guys
windows.
continue, who here read the letters?
I mean,
I
we're
I've
at these
read the
letters.
letters.
I'm gonna open
No,
up those
in
others probably in
character.
a second.
In character.
I don't think
who read the
CC
letters?
can read.
No, me and Aldys did.
Aldous. Yeah.
Yeah, just
Okay.
us.
Just you two? Did Tio read the letters?
Gio would have kind of looked over their shoulders, but he wouldn't have like picked them up and taken them.
Okay.
And he wouldn't have really
I
known what
need-
to make of it, I guess.
I need Aldys and Mirrium. Can you both make wisdom saving throws for me, please?
Oh lord.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
You are in the aura. Because that aura is busted. It's a 9, that's a 17.
That's a 12 and an 20.
12 out of 20.
12 and a 20. Aldys, there is this feeling of something gnawing at the back of your brain when you read the letters, namely letters 3 and 4. There is a feeling of dread, loneliness, despair, but quickly washed away from as you just take a breath. Mirrium, though, you fail.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a feeling like everything just kind of goes grayscale and around. Your heart rate accelerates. You start to sweat. There's a palpable feeling of dread in your mind, and your legs go weak and hazy. And you look over to your party members, and everything just seems so much more severe. And you're panicking. Like you don't notice it yourself, but Tio and everyone else in the room notices that Mirrium is hyperventilating and panicking right now.
Mirrium.
Mirrium, are you
Tio,
okay?
hug him. Tio, hug him.
I start flapping my wings around.
You start- yeah, you
Mirrium,
start-
what's wrong?
You can't put it to words, Mirrium, but you just feel very panicked right now. And
I hug
It's-
Mirrium.
yeah, so Mirriam, you get hugged. How do you respond? You're
what is-
panicking.
what is
You're
this?
straight up having an anxiety attack right now.
I don't fuck.
Oh God.
I'm just kind of shaking, I guess.
Uh,
Oh, well, what's happening?
It's the letters. I close up the letters.
the letters?
Well, no, I got letter 1 flapping in one claw right now.
I mean, yeah, that's fine. Actually, that one's not the terrible one.
Yeah, that's one of the ones, 1 and
I
4,
said
right?
3 and 4.
Yeah, you said it's at 3 and 4.
Oh, is it
It
just
was
3 and 4? Okay.
Just 3 and 4.
Yeah, I said
when we
namely
read
3 and
those,
4.
It starts.
What's going on? What happened?
Hold on.
See, Tio, this is why reading's bad.
Yeah, hold on.
Seriously?
I'm going to use Protection from Evil on Mirrium.
Okay, so you cast that. And Mirriam, there is a much more, like, Aldys puts a hand on your shoulder, and this veil of warmth, of sunlight, is as if you've woken up in the afternoon sun from a nice nap, and you calm. All the feelings of anxiety, dread, and fear leave your mind.
Oh, thank you. Thank
Tio,
you.
that looks like what you do when you hug me.
Wait, what did you say?
Squawk?
Let me
Squawk.
see. Hold on. Just let me see letter 3 here.
You should be able to examine them without that again.
I nod.
Yes. And as you open up the letters, you now that you have sort of like an idea, and like there's this veil, you open up your third eye, and you see trails from the ink, like little small black tendrils lined with purple, kind of leaping out, almost trailing off from the ink, headed to your face. But as
Right.
soon as it touches this thin veil of protection of evil and good, it retches and shatters. So the ink, just something is permeating out of it. You have to try
That is ghastly.
Yeah, you have to try very hard to focus on it. And then after a while, you get exhausted from maintaining your mind's eye, and you go back into reality in the physical realm.
Okay.
But yes, you kind of take a look through. The first letter has some traces of it. The second letter has traces of it, and the third and fourth letter seem to be much more severe.
Does it look like they just aged and like lost their potency, or
you can
are they
do
just
a
like
Arcana
smaller?
check for me.
Are they like purposefully doses? Oh yeah, that'd be an Arcana check. Hold on.
Yeah, you can go ahead and roll an Arcana check for me at advantage.
Like, would this stuff decay?
Wow, that's a nat 20. Alright.
Who needs
Alright.
advantage?
So
Who
would
needs
this stuff
advantage?
decay naturally, or is this like very clearly
This is
intentional?
It's you're right. There would have been some age, but the potency
Not
of the
that
magic
much.
in ink at work, it actually impresses you because of how intricate and how clever it is. You can't really put your finger on the spell in its case. You're not even sure if it's a spell at all. It might be something about psionics, but you realize that the letters in the ink that is written seems to evoke a certain. It invokes paranoia. Now you couple that with a lord who is sick and ill, you can imagine what can happen. And that's what you put two and two together. This is deliberate.
Oh, I think we've got our next goal. Let's find this doctor. What does that fourth letter say? Let me see. Is this dated? Is this fourth letter dated?
There is no dates on it.
When did Belladonna say she last saw the
Hey,
doctor?
The doctor was here a week ago.
hey, Alex. Actually,
Yes.
well, so you said there is some decay due to age. Can I make
There
another
is
Arcana
indeed
check
some.
to make a guess about like a time frame
I will allow
based
it.
on the decay that is there?
I will
Since I
allow
can
it.
look at it freely, based on the
The only reason
protection
why I'm
now.
allowing you to do this is because you have worked with inks your whole life.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of like materials. This is my thing.
Yeah, this is your thing. I will allow it. So go ahead, roll your Arcana. tell.
No, okay. Well, then that's fair. So.
Yep, you tried, but noble attempts.
Yeah, that's fair.
Right.
Okay, time to go find the captain.
I'm gonna
Okay,
open
you
up the
can-
other letters actually while she does that.
So the missives to Vestosio,
Yep.
a lot of it is a hodgepodge of just political speak about we'll be here in the month, we'll be here in 2 weeks, we'll be here in 2 weeks. We
Okay,
hope this
nothing
gets
that I
figured out.
can cross over with the other thing.
Political
There's
garbage.
most of that
There's
stuff is
nothing,
political
okay.
garbage, but there is a date. There is one that is recent that you noticed had received about 3 days ago. It's confirming that in 2 weeks they'll be here under the emissary of Princess Alicia.
Okay. Does that name mean anything to me?
Yes, that is one of the lords of Vestosian Reach.
Okay.
Actually, prominent,
Like an important one. Got it.
important.
That's who,
As
and
if
also I
anything
would
were to
just know her
happen to
name because
her-
that's who we're here to meet.
Yep, probably. Anyways,
Um,
so meanwhile,
Cici.
yeah, okay, go ahead.
Cici, please go clean up the clock you knocked over.
But I want to play with the section more.
No, you broke the clock. I need you to clean it up now, please.
Hey, I'd also like to observe the rod in there. Does that appear to be magical, or is that just like ceremonial?
Well, the clock, yeah, just
The
ceremonial.
rod.
No,
the
the
rod.
rod.
Is that just a scepter of like of
The golden
station,
crystal rod.
or is that like a magic thing?
The gold and encrusted rod. You do notice something. You take a look over to the bust in the top left-hand corner. There seems to be a handle that seems to fit. Almost perfectly.
I'm just gonna snatch that and trot on over there.
Wait, how come you get to beat it and I don't?
Because you broke
I
the
swiftly I like turn around on like the you know how like birds have that back claw, so it's not really the
Yeah.
heel of a foot, it's like an extra toe. I like sit
Yes.
down and back around on that, and I point the rod right in her face. I'm not going to hit it. Watch me. And I go gently place the rod into the bust's hands.
I go stare at the bus, completely shirking the duties that Tio gave me.
Two size.
All right. Okay, so let me resolve 1 second. I have to do a quick response to one player, real quick. Give me a moment. All right. Okay, moving on. Let's go back to the main floor with Aldys. Alright, oh,
Theo's not
here.
there, you silly toidle.
So as you come down and you look for Vagar, Vagar is you move to where the office is, and you notice
What
Vagar
is
sitting
down?
down with Belladonna and going over some papers, and Aldys, you're about to step into here, and this statue moves, having a set of stairs going downward.
What? I immediately lose what I'm doing and go over to that thing.
And upstairs, as you slowly enter the rod into the statue, wow, crazy. You hear click and a rumbling. What do you guys do?
I fly downstairs to investigate, completely shirking the duties that Tio gave me.
Cici, no. Oh. Tio kind of rubs his forehead.
I'm gonna follow. I'm hustling
Now
on
Tina's
down
alone in a room with a broken clock.
there. Keep in mind that you are 10 feet. Your speed is 10 feet faster than it was, so you're even faster
And
now.
so, Cici, you just zoom down the stairs, and
I
there's
draw my weapon. Ah!
And Cici like zips in, zoop, and Mirrium a few seconds after showing
Oh,
up.
gods.
Tio just kind of.
Actually, I'm way slower, dude. My speed is
after
20.
him.
My speed is 20 without that thing.
Yeah.
Cici.
My speed is, what is it again?
Your speed.
Should be, unless it's
You're already a
flying.
Oh,
barbarian.
it's 70.
Yeah, no, that's
So-
fast.
God.
That's
Yeah.
fast.
I move at less than 1/3 your speed right now.
You're just
Well,
kind
that's
of like
flying.
hobbling.
Oh, that's fine. What's your land speed?
Right now, 45.
Yeah, there
That's
we go.
still
That's really fast.
But Cici flies just like
no more than twice.
in a heartbeat, like, just zips right next to you. You draw your sword, all this, and it startles you for a moment, and the stairs wind down.
Oh, they continue down.
They continue down, like it's a long set of winding stairs going down. Let me just represent that on the map
Oh
real
my.
quick.
Well, I gesture toward Aldys, like just sort of put one hand out. Well, it seems our work isn't done here.
Right.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
really-
over to Cici.
Are you going to lead the way, or shall I take point?
I'm gonna go tell the captain real quick to see if he knows about this and where it would lead.
It's not a terrible idea. I kind of lean over on the railing and just watch her leave.
All right.
Kind of pop
So
my elbows
Vagar.
up.
And Vagar brings his head up. You know, he has some glasses that he moves. Yes, Lady Aldys.
There was
He
a
has a
hidden
token now.
staircase hidden in one of the statues in the main room.
This is the first I've actually heard of this. And Belladonna actually. Oh yes, I know what that is. I know what that is. I've been down there before. That's I think it's the crypt, as my dad said.
The crypt.
Well, not a crypt. Seems like a mean word. It's where the ancestors were.
I see.
The father said never to go down there without his permission. He showed me. He brought me down there one time. Talked about our lineage. I think lineage. Is it lineage or lineage?
Lineage, dear.
Oh, lineage. Yes, yes.
Vagar, we're going to investigate that. I'll leave securing the structure to you.
Understood, lady. Do you need a rest, or are you just going in?
There's a chance we could catch the Lord himself down there.
Very fair point. All right. Do you need some of my men to go with you?
Oh, have his men ask about the doctor, actually. While we're down there.
Yes.
Just kind of call in from the main hall.
Do you have anyone in mind? You have a capable sergeant.
Yes. Kunal will go with you.
Very well.
I trust him with my life.
Parading down there with a full complement might be a little much, but, by the way, Dr. Yselle, was it?
Yeah, it was his ear, yes.
Yselle. He was mentioned in some letters, and I have some questions for this gentleman. Do you know when he would be arriving?
Would I know basically what he looks like? Would there have
You
been
do not
like
know
an...
what it looks like. You
There's
have
the-
not seen it.
Okay, there are no photographs we established in a previous
Yes,
session.
no photograph. Well, no artwork. It's just a little report, a spiel from the newsletter that you got.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, just
Generally-
that photographs
generally
existed for like
cameras.
half of a second in the game, and then we work on that.
So,
Anyway, yeah, so what about this doctor, Captain?
well, we had heard about a doctor coming into town, so tending to Volnheim's wounds. We had vetted him. He seems regular and normal, by all means. And Belladonna speaks up. I didn't like him. He was weird.
Me either. Do you know where he was staying?
He actually, from last I heard, he was staying inside the keep.
How's the doctor here?
Oh,
No.
oh, good. Oh, okay. Well, he's down there. Let's go. Actually, I'm gonna take out my little spindle.
The doctor,
and,
no, actually, I'm sorry, Vergara says, actually, he left. He only stayed in town for 2 days.
And he left on what day?
And you're gonna scratch
Mooney,
his
could you
chin.
mute yourself before you did
Sorry.
Or sorry, I
Okay.
thought you were. I'm so used to you being Tolia and typing in the journal.
5 weeks ago. Or 5 days ago, sorry, not 5 weeks, 5 days ago.
I see. Any idea where he was headed?
No, it seemed to be very brief.
Which
Is it-
direction did he leave town from?
I'll have to investigate that. I'll let you know.
Find out the road he took. I'm interested.
Right, and with that, he has his orders.
Alright, so yeah, we're gonna take that sergeant.
I also go into the room to talk
Wait,
to
what's his
Belladonna.
name?
Who now? Let me type it down for you.
Okay.
I
All right. Well,
did
I have
not
a better.
It's also in our NPC list.
Well,
That is
I
true.
was asking for a certain reason, but I'm just gonna do this. This is who he is. This is canon.
no,
You didn't have a
he's
token
not-
for him, did you?
Well, very
Did you?
easily.
If you have a token, then sure. But otherwise, I want him to do your percent. Okay, that's fine too. Some other
Perfect.
cool dude can be a percent.
Oh my god.
It makes me
looking
sad
for
that you don't know what rogue and nethack are.
I don't
You've
know
heard of
there.
rogue likes, haven't you?
I have heard. Well, I mean, I have a roguelike, yeah, but let's.
Well,
not
what the
talk
fuck?
about
Well, rogue. If rogue is what they're like.
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah, it's not
Okay,
important.
We'll
Let's
chat
go.
Alex later.
that. Alright, so, with that, the party can continue forward.
No,
on-
hang
Nope,
on, hang
nope,
on.
nope.
We have
Read-
a
read
very
the chat.
important.
Oh, yeah, you're right, sorry. Go ahead. Yep, I don't mean to take away from your RP. Continue.
So I go into the room and I greet Belladonna with a very beautiful curtsy. Yeah.
Oh, and she stands up and she responds in kind. That's very nicely done. I could never do that myself. I didn't get your name. I'm sorry. I'm Bella, and she kind of sticks out her hand, or she doesn't say. She does a bow or curtsy. Sorry.
Yeah, and I just say, my name's Cinnamon, and Miss Belladonna, I do have to apologize, but I have broken your clock upstairs.
And her eyes, soon as you say my name is Cinnamon, her eyes
I'm
just
sorry.
glaze over in this.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm doing that right now in real life, though. I'm sorry. Cici's full name is Cinnamon.
I didn't know that.
Actually, that's not her full name.
I'm not in the room for that.
But
I
that's
mean,
not a
can
character.
it be
Oh,
though?
I get it. Oh, I get it.
Can
Yes.
it be though?
And just that's such a beautiful name. I love Cinnamon. And she completely ignores the fact that you have broken the clock. But you
I'm
apologize.
dying.
That's the main
Yes,
thing.
I apologize.
I'm
Yes,
dying.
yes, thank you. My previous master, she named me Cinnamon Swirl when I was born.
Wait, why didn't my dad let me have a harpy when I was a kid? And she kind of like trails off. And he kind of shakes her head, and Vagar says,
They're very
Lady
difficult
Bella."
pets.
Lady Bella, we need to continue. Or Lady Belladonna, we need to continue. And so, oh yes, well, thank you for the clock. I never liked it anyway, so I can probably clean it up later.
I will assist you in that. Thank you for your understanding, Miss Belladonna. And I do another curtsy and I leave.
Alright, as you leave, I put my hand on your shoulder and
Because,
very well done. Thank you very much.
Mirrium, I'm sorry, but I can no longer make your thing a drawing because this is kind of important.
Oh no, that's fine. Just uncheck show name,
There's
and
no link
we're
there, though.
we're as good. Yeah, as long as I don't see the name, I can at least live with that.
Okay, hold
Just
on.
click off
Let
of it.
me protection from evil and good. Let us have this. There we go. Okay.
Yeah, I understand the necessities of the
How
game.
long does it
come
last, by the way?
Like
10 minutes, or
yeah.
until I stop concentrating.
It would have been 10 minutes by now, truth be told, from all the running around.
Yeah,
We can the end of the running around, but yeah, if that's fine.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
it was kind of at the end. I mean, it might have a minute left on it though.
Yeah, it
if-
might have a
if
minute
that.
left, but that's
I mean,
not...
if we're gonna do that, I'm gonna take a
If,
short rest.
Alex is saying that it's yeah, okay,
Yeah.
well, woof.
So do you
okay.
guys want to take a short rest before you go down? That's 100% fine.
I
up to you
don't
guys.
actually want to do that. I'm gonna be okay.
I also don't, like, I'm basically out of spell slots almost, but,
I mean, I was gonna count it as a short rest, but okay. That's not what I'm saying, guys.
oh, well, I mean,
Oh,
we weren't resting per se.
No, this entire time was not long enough. It's about 20
No,
to 25
yeah.
minutes of investigation.
Anyway, let's pop down there. Marching
Alright.
order.
What is your marching order? And can you order it from left to right?
Do you want me in
Right.
front?
Where's friend?
Left
All
is
this
front.
is... Yeah, left is front.
Okay, start with Cici in front.
Okay, I'll be in front then. I'll have my shield up.
I'll follow behind.
Kunal, by the way, is a half-elf, long black hair, walks up and says, I am in your care. I do apologize for my first sight against you, Lady Aldys. It is something of a necessity when having to be a border town from the Drakewood.
Oh, water under the bridge. That's not really a concern of me. You did
And so,
what to do. I just wasn't at liberty to speak as to why I was here. From the obvious goings on.
he takes out a warhammer and has a pick on its side. Very built for a half-elf, actually. Not the elegant kind, I can tell you that. But he is bloodied. He does have some wounds.
Yeah, he's
but
bloody.
he was
I
just
touch him. No, he's not.
oh well, he was at 25 out. He was 25 out of 37 health. How much do you want to heal him for?
Yeah, he's healed.
37 then. So subtract 12 points then. All right, thank you.
Oh yeah, I forgot I could do lay on hands. Well, maybe I don't know I could do lay on hands.
Okay, 1 second. Let me just have you on. I will reveal the era shortly in 1 second.
I mean, yeah, Hunk Elf. That's right. Also, he's going in front of me.
Oh, is he on in front of you?
Oh, yeah.
He will totally do that. He will listen to the resident lord. So you
Oh,
guys
all
are
I
on the
can see
page,
is
right?
my
You cannot see
token.
anything just yet?
All I can see is my token. Yes.
Correct.
Yeah, that's fine. Let me just...
But I'm not really worried about people coming up our butt, so
Yeah.
yeah, this is good.
Okay, so with that,
I was in front, so I think it
Yeah,
was
okay.
more like
Yeah,
this.
Cici was still in front. Yeah.
let me just readjust because you guys kind of go down to this way. So you see where we there. Okay. Okay, so you go down a set of long, winding stairs, and after a while, you find yourselves at the large entrance that is open of the Lord Wallenheim's crypts. It is currently open with a small trail of mist kind of leaving it, as it was hastily done. There's two large stone doors, which are right over here. Cici, you open it and you walk in, and much of it is darkness. What do you guys do?
Can I light a torch?
You may light a torch.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is our marching order. Who else decides to light a torch?
I'll cast light on my staff.
You may indeed cast light on your staff.
Actually, could you cast light on my shield?
Sure, I'll cast light
You
on
can
your
totally do
shield.
that. You are concentrating right now, so mark something that you're concentrating, please.
Okay.
Ooh, is light a concentration?
Yes.
Ooh, is that a level 1 or a cantrip?
Cantrip.
Just a cantrip.
Okay.
Oh, hang on.
It's kind of not a big deal, but until it is a big deal. So, but the thing is that you can only concentrate on one thing at a time. That's why it's important.
Like you have to drop light to cast anything with a concentration.
That is very, very true.
Oh, then I guess I'll just keep with my torch. Then
You guys mind if I BRB really quick?
Yeah, that's fine.
We can go ahead and take a break. Actually, we haven't done.
Yeah,
that.
let's take a
take a
10-minute break. 10-minute break, and we'll continue in 10 minutes.
I guess I'll start up the bullshit.
I actually still have quite a few resources left. I should be okay.
Yeah, sure.
Like, we should be okay if we encounter one more thing. It should be okay.
I have 1 rage left.
Oh, that's perfect, yeah. I mean, you need 1 per battle, really, to be effective. I have no level 1 slots, but I have all my level 2 slots.
So how'd you guys find the investigation part and all that stuff?
That was good. I liked it. I like the NPC interaction. At least the fucking laws aren't stupid.
Yeah, no.
Oh, great, they have to listen to an 11-year-old. This is going in badly.
No. They're Vagar is intelligent.
But it's more just the way Hightower rules the land.
I'm glad you kept me from killing the statue.
Because I don't know, like, how does like local law vary from like kingdom law? I guess.
Well, the thing is that Belladonna is not of age yet, and considering the situation, the law works like this: it is Valenheim or Hightower law first, then Valenheim law, and then if something were to happen, either the captain of the guard or the lawmaster would take control. And this was off camera, but the lawmaster gave Vagar control, and then Vagar from there has relinquished his control to you because of the circumstances. This is still technically Hightower and Belladonna and Valenheim law, but for the interim, they will listen to you, and Vagar will promulgate that law. So technically, he's the one that is still in charge, but he is taking orders from you because of your heritage and your lineage.
Yeah, and how does law like interact between? Yeah, because it's really weird. I mean, that's his call to make because he technically is in charge. So
Yes.
But
So
is that regional or is that kingdom wide?
that is definitely regional for now. There's just the current state of Fallcrest. See, that's like state of emergency.
Like don't worry, you can fix it later if you need to. I'm just asking, like, what is the reach as far as the king goes in comparison to the lords go?
Oh
like,
no,
King's word is law, but
King's word is law, hands down. Everyone follows the edicts of the king. But the king has relinquished, well, not relinquished, but he kind of lets the higher lords, like your father, Hightower, kind of do like little smaller things amongst each area. So think of it like this: there is federal law, which is the king's law. You have state law, which is like in the United States, state law, and you have like municipal laws. So you're kind of like dealing with municipal law right now.
Yeah, I mean the way these things work is like you swear yourself to that person, and or like your family to that person, and you act in that person's like power.
Yes.
In this very specific area.
King passes down laws to the higher lords who then enact it on territories, and then the higher lords have the authority to make up their own local laws.
In these kind of governments, you don't tend to have like super rigid like law structures or anything like that.
No, you don't. I mean,
No.
even the military.
I mean, that could be different for
structure
this
is
because,
pretty
well, it could be different for this just because we're super prosperous and have had a lot of free time to, come up with ideas like that.
Culture and politics could have evolved like well beyond what they would have been in medieval times, but like
Yes and
Yeah,
no.
I don't know what level. I don't know what level of that sort of thing we're at, or like what.
Yeah,
it could.
Well, the yes and no, because think about it this way: if you have a permanent state of food, you get complacent, and that's a problem. The current king right now, he has a good king, but he's not a war king. I've mentioned that a lot.
I mean, that's why Ingashans are taking advantage of that. So I mean,
Yes.
So I'm
And,
back.
hello, welcome back. We're taking a break until 12:50. We're just talking about politics and stuff, and the only reason I can tell you this
fantasy
right now.
politics.
Well, I mean, like this is world building, essentially.
No, but fantasy politics are real politics.
Yeah, fantasy politics.
I was gonna make a joke, but I decided against it.
The only reason why the Ingashans haven't come through the sea, because that would have made the most sense, because the Drakewood is terrifying for outsiders, is because giant ancient dragon turtle. I mean, you can't fuck with that. You literally can't fuck with that.
He's unfuckable.
Like he's like a he's about as powerful as a Tarask. In other words.
Ooh, gross.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call
he's
him
He's
a-
not gross.
unfuckable.
He's my friend.
I wouldn't call
Yeah,
him
he-
unfuckable eyeballs emoji.
Build.
Mirrium would try. Don't.
God damn it! But
I mean, if a god asked, I mean, what are you gonna do?
Alright, who are we waiting on now?
just waiting on Rook to come back.
Oh, I've been here.
Oh, do you guys
Alright.
want to continue, or do you guys
I
want
can
to keep out?
continue. I don't need a break.
Yeah. I just
That's
need
up to
to
everybody
pee.
else, though.
Alright.
Give me like 1 more minute because I'm just going through seeing what's available on the
That's
housing
fine, guys.
market.
I have 2 cups of coffee on my desk right now. They're both cold. I don't know which one is
Alright, well
older.
then I'm gonna grab something real fast. I'll get some water.
I'm
Hey,
just gonna
Alex?
drink both of them because I
Hey,
know
what's
they're
up?
both from today.
Can I have 37 million gil?
No.
Do you need it? What do you need it for?
There's a large house that's available.
Oh, I mean, you want it? Like, I can get it for you.
No, I'm happy with my small for now.
Okay.
Though it is in the location that I want, but
Like,
I'm
I'm
not
a
ready to
miser.
pay
I
for
have
large.
money.
I got a room finally, and I'm so happy with myself.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, I only have a room. Which is why I have all this money. I'm like the 1% of the Eorzea.
I had money, but then I bought a medium house, and then
Yeah, buying
I
houses
shortly
kinda
switched
kills
to
you.
another.
As soon as you have, like, money and you buy a house, you don't have money anymore, really.
It's an endless cycle because you keep
But
spending money into
But
the house.
housing is, like, the only thing to spend money on, really.
Very
Unless
true.
you really want to get crafted gear really bad.
Yeah, my medium house looks absolutely wonderful. I've just got 1 room to finish.
But yeah, if this game continues, I would like to definitely play with the political structure.
Oh no, I have something planned for that. It's
Oh, I'm
okay.
sure you do. Don't worry. I know you.
Imagine Tio as a political figure.
Tio is a political figure.
He is. I would go for
Father
him.
figure.
No, like you have to understand, turtles live a very long time. Politicking for turtles usually just involves who's ever the nicest. It's great. It's so
Wow,
wholesome.
that's fucking. So wait, is the giant turtle just like a super nice guy?
He is a super nice guy.
I mean,
He's
how much would
like-
I know of the giant turtle?
Okay,
Oh, you would
ready to
have
go?
you would know about it.
I'm on the coast, so yeah, I know about him for sure.
You know about him, but like he kind of like stays closer to the Isle of Non. He doesn't really do much. He just sleeps and hangs out all day. This is what happens when Canadians get a super weapon. It's literally what it is.
God, are we Canadians? Why?
No, the turtles are Canadians.
Oh. Oh, no wonder they're so nice.
Yeah.
Tio was
That's all I
originally
need.
gonna have a hoser accent, but I
You
didn't
know, I
trust
found
myself.
out there's a western part of Canada, and my illusion of Canadians being nice just kind of eroded.
Oh my
No, no,
god, no,
there's-
Alberta is terrible.
It's just straight up Alberta. That's the dead center of conservative land. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Saskatchewan is alright.
Like, I found out the red part of Canada, and I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
God, red Canadians, why?
No,
It's not
it's
that
the
bad.
thing and it's bad. And-
There's disagreements, but anyways, before we get into actual real life politics, let's get back into character.
I agree.
okay.
Okay, so the state of the crypt is for the most part maintained. The walls are cleaned every now and then, but the floor there's treads and track marks going to and fro. It's kind of untellable since none of you is a ranger how many tracks there are, but you know that there is traffic here, at least recently.
Oh, Mirrium, do you want your stone back?
No, hold on to that.
Okay, I have no problem with this.
All right, how does the party proceed?
We move forward.
Yeah, I'm in
So
the rear.
Kunal puts away his shield.
Single
and, like,
file forward.
Single file forward. Okay, so move one step at a time. Kunal puts away his shield and takes out a torch and lights it to help out with the lighting situation. So he has a torch and a war pike in his right hand. And go ahead.
Ooh, a pole arm.
Not a
Alright,
pole arm.
Cici.
A war pike is one-handed.
You mean a war
War
pick?
pick. Sorry, war pick.
War pick. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute.
So how far ahead can we see with the torches?
I will reveal them as we go along.
Well, we're going.
Oh, wait, no, that is... There we go. Yep, please.
Hold on, let him move the NPC. Do you want to give
Yeah.
me control of the NPC just so I can move him up?
I would appreciate... Well, actually, that's a great idea. But I gotta slowly reveal things.
Yeah, because you've got enough to do.
Alright, hold on. Select move. Can be controlled by all players. There you go.
Yeah.
So you guys can move them around. Yep. So stands right there. Okay, so Cici, as you move forward and you step around to your character's left, but to the right on the map, is a large pool of black ichor that seems to be bubbling at the moment.
Can I throw a
And-
rock in it?
You can throw a rock in it, and to your character left, but character right, or left on the map, you notice a cliff going down, and on the far side you see steps going down.
I throw a rock into the ichor.
It kind of wiggles and stops, doesn't do anything.
Does it sink?
It does sink, but it's acid, and it just...
Ooh.
Cici, don't touch that.
Oh, okay, Teal.
What does the party do?
I want to look down the cliff.
Alright, so you look down the cliff, and it's pretty dark. It's hard to tell, but I will reveal this much to you. Except I will not reveal that much because it's the wrong one, Gomena, sorry. It's about how far you can see.
And there were stairs.
And there's stairs to the south slightly. Over there.
Oops.
I move
Over
over
there.
there.
Yes, Mirrium.
Okay, we move there? Okay.
No, wait, you get about to here, and you hear things climbing up. Climbing up the, I'm not sure if you heard me scraping on my table, but...
Oh my.
Climbing up the sides, and you notice two figures coming out of the thing. Roll perception, guys, to see if you're able to catch this in time.
I have a 17.
Oh, you're right. Passive perception.
I have a
Oh,
15 passive perception.
Mm-hmm. What's your passive perception, too?
Uh,
I should be asking your passive perception.
Oh,
12?
should we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is technically passive
13.
perception.
13.
13? Okay, it would have been 13 to notice, unfortunately, Tio, because they had rolled their stealth earlier. And Tio, you are surprised.
ah,
But I don't need to roll perception.
No, you don't.
ah.
Okay. Yeah.
Alright, let me just go ahead and...
Wait, where did these guys come from?
No,
The
no.
goop. They're on the
Give me
ceiling,
a
aren't they?
second.
I think you said.
No, they're not on the ceiling. They actually come out of the vat
Oh no.
of ichor.
Oh no.
Let me just go ahead and play general encounter music. So, two figures appear from the black ichor. Their skin and their fur melded with the poison in itself, or the acid, sorry, in itself. Their talons and claws dripping. You notice a purple sheen again from before. Their talons seem to be just a little bit longer than what you can see. The one climbs up, and it jumps right at Cici, but just in time, Cici ducks out of the way.
So can I roll like athletics to see if I push it back off?
Since you're not surprised, I will allow it.
Okay.
Roll your athletics, please. Alright, it's gonna roll its athletics. We know it should have. There we go. Alright, it's going to roll its athletics. Nope, it doesn't get pushed off. It beats it by 1. Unfortunate. So it stays right there. And guys, go ahead and click your character tokens and roll initiative.
Thank you for reminding me.
Oh no.
Well,
Well,
That'll do.
that'll do indeed.
I mean, that's fine. Initiative's kind of like my worst thing. That's fine.
Yeah. Slow to the draw. Okay, anyways, Cici, it is your turn.
What about my dude? The boy.
Oh, you're right.
He initiative.
I'm so used to fucking Dungeon World.
Ha.
You're right there with the other lowlies.
Yeah, he's a tactical actor, my dude.
Yeah. Okay. Cici, it is your turn.
I'm gonna try to kick him off the cliff.
All right, you try to kick him off the cliff. Roll your shove, which is athletics. Or actually, you have to hit him first.
No, she doesn't. That's not how it works. We discussed that last time.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
contested.
Contested. And it's going to be. Oh!
Later, nerd.
What?
Hi.
Gonna roll. You just it's a drop of about 40 feet, and that is 4 times 8.
Nice.
4d8, and he takes just like ooh 7. Wow! You just hear a thunk far down there, and he takes 17 points of damage. He does not like that.
Is he still alive?
He is still alive.
Can I throw one of my javelins at it?
Yeah, you can throw a javelin at it. You can spend your turn. You throw a javelin. Roll your javelin, please. He's knocked prone right now, so you'll have disadvantage because if you try to use a ranged weapon against the prone target, you miss. Very, very pointy and tasty. I love it. And you,
Oh no.
Okay, that's like always weirded me out about being right next to someone.
pardon? For the disadvantage?
Yeah.
Okay, if it's
That
a
was a
melee
weird thing
attack, it's
about being
advantage. But if it's a ranged attack, it's disadvantage.
Actually, from what I understand, it's that if you attack and are adjacent to it, regardless of the attack type.
Did they
I'll look
finally
at that
add that in? Because that was always
I'll
a
look at
dumb
that
thing
later.
about
I
3rd
think that's
edition.
what it is, though. I'll look at it later.
Yeah.
but
You
I
can play
think
it
that
however
is
Alex
what
wants
it
for
is.
now. Yeah.
Well, he's
Yeah.
30 feet down, so it doesn't matter anyway. It's still
Yeah.
So anyways, it misses. And do you move?
I'm gonna move to stand kind of like right here in
What's
between.
the
like, these-
ceiling height in this cave?
About 20 feet high.
I move over here. I also ready my shield.
Okay. So you ready your shield, and it pops out from your finger talons. Now's your turn. All right. These two quaggoths, drenched in black ichor, crawl out maniacally and sinister. They both charge over the Cici. This one goes for a strike. 21. That's 4 points of slashing damage. And you notice some of the acid flings from its fur and its talons, and it hits your skin. I need you to make I guess this would be dexterity saving throw to see if you're able to dodge the flickering of no. That
Plus
is not
3.
the case. Plus 3
Lord.
is the 12. It's needs to be at a 13.
Eh,
It's a 13 for this encounter.
I tried.
Yeah, you tried. It was a noble attempt. And you take an additional 7 acid damage as the acid flings against your feathers and it burns with an intensity that it not too great, not too great. Alright, and it's gonna make its second attack, which misses, and the poison only acts once. And now it's gonna have the second quagga's turn, which is going to try and grapple you and rub its poison body all over, or acidic body all over you.
Gross.
Alex, this isn't a hentai.
Praising.
It's slowly becoming
Alex, she's a little girl.
Come on, guys!
Okay,
it
Baldric.
makes sense.
Jeez.
Alright, roll your athletics, please. It's
I'm glad
contested.
Daniel and someone appreciated that.
Can I do acrobatics in terms of
You
dodging?
can, yes.
Yeah, you can. Either acrobatics or athletics, doesn't matter. Nope.
Oh,
You are currently grappled, and its body, its talons reaches for you, and it jumps up, and it gives you a nice big old bear hug, but it burns. Can you make a? Oh no, you just take the damage because you can't dodge it.
yeah.
6 acid damage as its body slicks onto yours, and it burns through more of your feathers. And while it is on top of you, it continues to hit you because it has a second attack. And that hits for another 8 slashing damage.
Gross.
Okay, and now it is this. It spends its turn climbing up. It's over here. It can't attack. Oh, wait, no, it can attack. 30 feet. No, wait, no, it's right at the edge. 30 feet high. 40, yeah, it's there. Get the climb. Okay, and now it is Mirrium's turn.
All right, I'm gonna cast Magic Missile at the one that's clinging onto Cici.
Yeah, go ahead, roll it.
Just as a level 1 spell.
As a level 1 spell, so that's 3, so 8 damage
Ah,
bursts into it, and acid flings everywhere, but doesn't really do much.
2
'cause,
ones.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate. I'm sorry. All right, do you move?
No, I'm feeling pretty good about where I am. Actually, maybe right here.
Okay.
A little bit farther away from the cliff, please.
All
CC
right.
is a little bit bloodied.
Yeah, Cici is a bit bloodied, and now it is Kunao's turn. Kunao's gonna come over here, try and fucking kick the dude off of you.
Don't you give advantage if you're in a grapple to someone else outside of it?
No,
No? Okay.
your speed is 0. That's really it.
Yeah.
Right, so
And
just
actually,
continue.
his speed is 0. Sorry, I'll explain it later.
It doesn't matter right now,
So
yeah.
he's going to use his athletics, which he's actually kind of proficient in, because, well, soldier. And now the
Well,
Clog
alright.
is going to roll his athletics to see if it can resist. But it doesn't have disadvantage though, right?
No, it does
No,
not.
okay. Nope. Just like,
It wouldn't matter.
off,
Oh, wow.
get off, and can't really do much. That's his turn. Alright, Tio, it is your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna go here and here. I'm also gonna try and get,
Yeah, okay. Alright, roll your athletics.
hang on.
Hold on. Do you have like a knockback or anything you can do to it with a lightning lure or anything like that? I don't know. Because that maybe work better for you, because if it ends its turn 5 feet away from CC, it has to end the grapple.
That's true. I'm gonna move over here
Yep.
and use lightning lure on it.
Alright, so it has to do a dex saving throw, was it?
Yeah, dex save, strength saving throw
Strength
of
saving throw.
14.
Okay, strength saving throw of DC 14. It's a 9.
Hey, alright, I move it here and
It's
here.
an 11, but it still fails. And it takes a 1d8 damage. Go ahead and roll that. Or 2d8, rather, because you're a caster level 2. Caster level 5, sorry.
Yeah.
And it takes a zippity-zop of 9 damage. Now it's, alright, and Cici, you're free from the grapple, but the acid is burning very much so into your skin right now. Alright, do you have anything else in your turn?
No, I'm good.
Alright, Aldys, it's your turn.
Alright, I'll step quickly behind Tio into this corner here,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to give this one the 1-2
Alright, roll it.
stab.
Well, the first one misses.
No, I have advantage.
Oh, right, yes!
Yeah.
That is true. That is
Conga line,
true, that is
baby.
Oh,
100%.
and there's a 2 in there too. Hold on.
Why have you got advantage?
Because Cici is there.
Oh, yes.
12 damage, damn it. Whatever.
You have to take the second number, unfortunately, so it becomes 12. So another 12 points of damage.
Attack number 2.
And attack number 2 with another. You rolled a 1. Oh wow!
Hey.
Talk about return. So that is another 14 points of damage, and it has 2 health left.
Of course it does.
It retches in pain.
Well, it's okay. CC's turn.
Yeah, it retches in pain as you cut off one of its arms. The acid tries to burn through your blade, but it is magical, so it cannot.
Ooh, that's frightening.
Yes.
Mhm.
Cici, it is now your turn.
Can I drink a potion as a bonus action?
You can
Yes.
drink a potion as a bonus action.
That's
Okay,
what
I've
they're
got
good
a greater
for.
healing potion.
You can drink your greater healing potion. Go ahead and roll that. It is a 44 plus 4, I believe. I think. Oh, plus 4. So you get 11 health points back.
Okay. I'm
Alright.
going to attack. Let's see, this one's still alive, isn't it?
This one here has 2 health left, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna start by poking it.
Okay, so roll your attack. So you skewer it. Okay, that is 6 points of piercing damage. Tio, Aldys, and Cici, can you guys make a dexterity saving throw for me, guys?
Yep.
As it explodes, with acid flying everywhere.
I'm
I
not
hide
very
behind
agile.
Tio.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're out
no,
of
I'm a
range,
big boy.
thankfully.
Ooh, 10.
That is a 10, but Tio, remember, you get a plus 2.
Oh yeah.
Plus 3.
13, yeah, plus 3. 13 was to save. So Aldous is the only one to take full damage. Everyone else takes half damage. As you skewer it, something inside of it, this purple glow, shines from its heart and just explodes with its guts and acid flying everywhere.
Gross.
Aldous takes 16 points of damage.
Gross.
Tio and Cici takes 8.
Ow.
Yeah, no, it's nasty. Alright. It's still your turn. You have one more attack.
I'm going to hit this guy.
Alright, go ahead. Hit him. and that one unfortunately misses as it is able to slink away from you. Okay,
So I can use my action surge to do another attack, right?
yes, one more attack. You can use your action surge to do one more attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use an action surge.
Okay, so Cici, something wells deep inside of you that you had not had before, but after being tempered in so many battles, there's this surge of energy that shoots out, and a smiling image of Tio flashes in your mind as you attack. That one misses too. I'm sorry.
Apparently, Tio distracted me.
Oh.
I'm a distracting boy.
You're not used to handling this extra surge of adrenaline, so it kind of like catches you off guard, and you're not able to get your proper footing.
So this is what a
Nemesis.
combat high is.
I'm actually going to move back by Tio.
If you move back, you will provoke an attack of
Oh,
opportunity
I never
from.
forgot.
Okay.
That's true, yes.
Let's not.
Okay. All right. So with that, it is now the Quagga's turn, as this Quagga comes up. Actually, it's not his turn. I'm gonna move him over here first. He comes in and he goes for an attack against you, Cici. Its acidic claws are going for the jugular. The first one, what is your EC?
It's 20.
20. Okay, so that plinks off your shield. And the second is 8. It also misses. Normally, your shield and your armor would have to make a save to stay effective, but your shield is magical, Cici. And the acid doesn't burn through. Alright, now the next card that comes up and runs up to... This one isn't acid, so actually let me mark this one as red. He isn't drenched with acid. But he goes for Kunal, and he has advantage because he is flanked right now. The crit. Wow, what a pathetic crit! What the fuck? Unlucky.
What a piddly little boy.
He was still winded from being fucking kicked to the ground. By...
He's lucky he got up there, or else I was gonna cast grease on the wall.
Yeah, I imagine. And the second attack, Kunal has an AC of 17. Or no. He has 16 because he is not using a shield right now. He has a torch out. But fortunately, manages to duck out of the way in time. Mirrium, is now your turn. Cici, can you make a dex saving throw because the acid being thrown by this stingy boy down there, and you dodge. All right. Mirrium, it is your turn.
Yeah, I'm thinking about what if I want to cast a spell or not. Running low on slots. You know what? I'm just gonna cast Ray of Frost at the one that is attacking Cici.
All right, roll your magic. Roll the spell to see if you hit. AC of 13. Wow!
Nice.
Click the Ray of Frost name now, please.
Oh, it's...
There you go.
Is it
9
not?
plus 5. It's 14. Yeah.
Okay. It just wasn't doing...
I'll actually
it was
adjust
just
that
doing
for you in
wrong.
a second, but 14
crits
points
like
of damage.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do crits work for cantrips?
Yes! You just double the dice. And you rolled 14. As the Ray of Frost shoots up from your hand and hits him in the chest, and you notice something. The frost glazes over the acid, keeping it from trickling out as you hit its arm real good, and he's slowed by 10 feet. Okay.
Hey, that's fucking good, my dude.
Yeah.
Yes. Mirrium, that is your turn. Do you
Yeah.
move, or do you stay right there?
No, I'm very comfortable behind the turtle, thank you very much.
Well, the turtle's gonna be moving.
That's fine.
That's
Okay.
fine, but for now,
Turtle's right here right now.
yes. There you go, I adjusted it for you, Kent. It should auto-roll damage now.
Thank you.
Right, is
I
now
don't know what
Kunal's
perk on
turn.
it.
I can
Kunal is
see
gonna
that.
try and kick this guy off the fucking cliff again.
Hey, good move.
Yeah, so it's a 10. Oh no.
Ooh.
And the Quagga is gonna roll his athletics. It's a 22. Nope, unfortunate. But he is kind of panicked right now, so he's gonna action surge and try it again. 16 versus a 23. Oh man, these Quaggas are fucking resilient.
Yeah.
Jesus. And he's highly embarrassed at this moment as he's just fumbling around trying to kick the Quagga, but the Quagga that's toying with him, kind of rolling back and forth, its fur kind of and snickering and laughing like a hyena in Kunal's face. Tio, it is your turn.
It knows better after getting kicked off once.
Yeah, seriously, it's like, not this time, bitch.
I'm gonna lightning lure the one by the cliff.
Okay. It's going to cast a strength saving throw, and it's a 20. He does not
Oh,
move.
man. Alright, well, I'm gonna move over here then.
Right, so you move over there. And what do you do?
Actually, move over here. No, I'm just here now.
Okay, you're there now. Okay, Aldys, it is your turn.
Okay. Tia's right there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, not much more to it then. I'm gonna move up here. And I'm just gonna double tap this boy.
You double tap this boy. AC of 13. First hit. That is a 16 for 16 points of damage. You sever its hand as it scratches in pain. And the next hit,
Hey.
you rolled a 2 in the second one.
Hey.
How do you kill it?
Oh, I just do a two 45-degree angle slashes and just like quad sect it.
You quad stacked it. Do you kick it down? Tell me you kick it down.
Well,
Aw.
I mean, it's why like just shove the pieces off with my foot. I don't kick.
Yeah, you shove the
It's
pieces
like
off.
into the hole.
Into the hole
Into
you
the
go.
garbage. And that was
Yeah,
1,
into
2,
the
3,
garbage.
4, 6 right there.
There you go. Okay, so you stand over there. Okay, Cici, it's your turn.
I'm gonna move back right here. That's
You-
enough distance from.
Withdraw.
Can I withdraw?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you spend your entire action moving away. It means you cannot attack. So if you use your action to disengage, you cannot do an attack action that turn. But you
Correct.
still will have a bonus action and a movement. That is up to you.
Oh, quick question, because we leveled last session. Did we get anything back from leveling?
Nope, you don't get anything back.
You get your HPs.
You get all you get is
Your
HP
die.
and your new any
Oh,
new
that's
traits
why
that
I
you
had
have.
58 HP.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we get back the HP that we gained from the level thing.
Yes.
Yes.
You do get back the HP that you rolled. Yes.
But
Oh, I didn't
you
get my
don't
spells. I
recover
totally
your
forgot
full
about
health.
that.
So
Okay, hold on, because I don't think I calculated that at all.
What level are we now?
7.
7.
Okay.
I think you did calculate the health.
Yeah,
I
we all
calculated-
Well, I
leveled.
did
the
calculate the health, but I
maximum
didn't
health.
calculate the spells.
I see.
And that matters.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
You
well,
get
but,
spell
I
slots.
wouldn't have any spells prepared anyway. So
You'd get a spell
Mhm.
slot if you got like a spell like slot. You would get it, but you wouldn't.
Yeah.
You can't re-prepare.
Cici, can you recover
Yeah.
14 health? Because that's how much you rolled max health the last time I just checked.
I don't remember actually adding that to what my current was, but
That's what I'm saying.
yeah, so I'll just leave it as it is right now. We can handle it
Okay.
later. I can't change my fighter level either.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry, one second.
Oh, that's weird.
no, I know what's going on there. I can tell you later.
Did you change the word?
Oh, thank you,
Or
that's all.
Alex can just do it.
Okay, well, I'm
Alright.
gonna try poking it again.
Yeah, you poke it. Go ahead, roll your attack. That hits for 8 points of damage.
Could I try shoving it away, pushing it away?
Yes, you can. You can push something 5 feet away from you. That's an athletics check. It's a contested athletics check.
Okay, I'm gonna try doing that.
Okay, roll your athletics. Whew, okay.
That's
No,
a
it
chunky
gets
shove.
pushed away. Pushed
Now
away
you
as
can
you kind of.
move.
Now you can move without issue, and Kuna will have a reaction of attack of opportunity to hit it.
That
Hey.
doesn't
Yep.
work, but okay.
And I'm going to move all the way back.
Wait, it's only movement, yeah. Right,
Force
so
movement
it's-
doesn't remove.
yeah,
Just FYI.
so
Otherwise,
shove him.
Lightning Lord would be busted.
yeah. You can still throw a spear because that's one of your attacks.
Oh, okay. Then I will throw one of my javelins at it.
Yes, you have to be within 20 feet so it doesn't have disadvantage. So if you stand around here, well, that doesn't hit anyways because it's 12. As it kind of ducks out of the way after being pushed back 5 feet. Okay, it stands over there. Is that your turn?
Alex.
Yes.
This
Oh.
guy's dead.
He knows. I mean, I do.
Thank you.
God damn it. Alright, so this Quaggoth is going to run over here. 1, 2, 3. And
Hi.
he's going to try and tackle onto you. Roll athletics or acrobatics. Spends its first attack to try and grapple you. 9. Fuck me.
Get wrecked.
And as he misses the first time,
Grab
it's
it and
going.
say no.
Alright, and it's gonna try again, because it has 2 attacks.
What?
The next one is a crit.
Ooh, that's a shifty.
Nope.
Okay. It's on grappled.
It climbs on top of you.
It's still iced over.
It's still iced over, yeah, currently. So it's the acid doesn't really reach onto you right now, thankfully. Otherwise, it would have started eating at your plate, man. That's never good.
Yeah, that's not good.
All right, Mirrium, it's your turn.
Let's see here. There's no penalty for firing range
No.
stuff, and okay, yeah, I'm just gonna Ray of Frost that bad boy right there.
Mm-hmm. Roll it.
Boop.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I
roll a D-
missed.
roll a D3 for me.
Alex,
here,
you
Ken.
said.
Huh?
Alex, you said.
Oh, you rolled 2 8s. Of course you missed.
What did I say? What did I say?
You said there's no penalty for firing the thing. I
No,
rolled
but
a-
like
I
you
rolled a
rolling
D3.
that one, man.
I rolled a D3. What happened?
So, you 1 was Tio, 2 was Aldys, 3 was Kunal.
No.
No!
You hit the boy.
You hit
Not
the
the
boy as Kunal tries to like wrestle off, but he gets in the way of your shot and just thunk this like smash of ice.
Alex, you promised.
You rolled a 1.
He did promise. He did promise.
Alex.
He did promise.
How is this my fault? Okay, you know what? Kunal implodes and dies. Just kidding.
No.
It is now Kunal's turn, who is yeah, you hit him for a good chunk of his health there. He's 15 out of 37 right now. As
Can
he
I
takes
shout
his-
at him to back up before it dies?
Oh, you tell him to retreat?
Yes.
You can do that. So he says, all right. So he kind of disengages and he stands over here.
Like, how bloodied is this thing, by the way?
It's pretty bloody, about half health.
Okay.
Right. Okay, it is now Tio's turn.
Gio would like to hit the boy.
You hit the boy.
I'm
Stop
gonna
the
use
boy.
Booming Blade.
Booming blade. Oh, okay. That's a good idea. And roll
a
your
good
attack.
Ba-doo. Hit it with my axe.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oof.
Oh, that's bad.
You hit Aldys.
Oh no, I'm
What
sorry.
the fuck?
So, man, I'm cruel with that ones, man. So, you try to hit the Quaggoth, but like they're wrestling each other right now, and the Quaggoth manages to turn out of the way just in time, putting Aldous' body between you, your blade, your booming blade. As Aldous, you are hit for 5 slashing damage. Roll your 1d8 as well.
No. No. I
No.
don't want to.
Roll your 1d8 or I will.
No.
I will fuse.
All right. I'm sorry. It's a 3. You take 3 damage, and wait, no, you're caster level 5. So wait, no, yeah. So it's 1d8, and you take an additional 3 damage. All this, and there's a searing wound on your back right now. And if you move, you take an additional 2d8 thunder damage.
Gio says, "Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry."
Hey, Aldous, it's your turn.
Hey, guess what? This boy right
Yeah.
here?
Yeah.
No, he's on me.
Oh,
Come back
he-
here.
Oh, he's on you right now. But like, I'm
Come
just
back here.
okay.
He's. I'm gonna fucking backwards launch this dude with a throw.
Oh,
Or a
you're gonna throw him-
shove.
All right. Yeah. So, roll your athletics. That's an 11. He's gonna roll his athletics. That's a 22.
Oh, let's try one more time.
You try one more time. That's a 17. That's a no.
Bye.
Hey.
So you lunge him over your shoulder, and I'm just gonna say he's gonna take double this damage. 24. Wow, he had 23 health.
Eat shit. Thanks for the help, everybody.
So all this, you pick him up, you throw him over your shoulder, and the Quaggoth's like, ah, it flies, and you hear a smack, and you hear an explosion. Nothing.
Aldous, I'm sorry. Are you okay? Aldous. And I kind of grab
I'll
your
be
shoulder.
fine. Hey, grab my shoulder. Yeah, do that thing you do.
What thing?
Oh, I need to roll a Constitution because I'm at 35.
Who here was
Oh, yeah,
below
don't worry,
half
I
health?
do too.
Yeah,
So
I
does
need to
Kunal.
roll it. Constitution, right?
Constitution saving throw, yes.
Um,
Kunal's fine, like he's... That's a 10. Nope, you have 1 point of exhaustion, Cici, and so does Aldys.
No, I don't. Fuck you, +3.
Plus the
Hey.
that's true.
Cici, come here.
Cici, actually, yeah, I'll allow you coming into the thing.
Just call it the aura, yeah, that's
Yeah,
not
the
fair.
aura. Yeah, that would make sense. So actually, Cici, it looks like you're about to be exhausted, but you feel warmth. coming
Everyone
from
gets
defense.
11 HP. It's Shio kind of
Praise.
Oh, nice.
he doesn't really pray. He kind of like is thankful to like for a minute that everyone's okay, and his amulet glows brightly, and you feel this warm rays of light watching over you. And that's my last level 2 spell
Cici, how hurt are
slot.
you?
I'll survive.
I've got a
Same.
level 4
How
spell
are you?
slot, but no spells prepared
40
in my level 4.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
it
at,
doesn't. If you spell slot, you can use like any spell. Then
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I'll use it. Don't get me wrong, but
you
that's
just save it. It's
yeah.
big boom.
I
Yeah,
got that. A
the
level
thing
3
is-
and 2 level 1s.
Hey, Mirrium, because you hadn't had a chance to study after that last combat, because you just leveled after that, you don't have the 2 spells.
No, he
Because the
doesn't have
thing
the
is-
spells. He has a spell
Well, yeah,
slot. Though.
it doesn't matter
Yes.
anyway because I couldn't
Yeah.
prepare them, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
if
you
they're
can
in my
prepare
spell
them,
book
but
or
you do
not.
have the spell slot, though. You have a
Yeah.
4th level spell slot.
Anyway, yeah, Cici, how hard are you?
on a scale of 1 to 89,
scale
I'm
of
about
your
a
HP.
60.
Motherfucker.
Okay. Yeah.
I knew you were gonna do that. I knew on the scale. As soon as you said that, I knew you were gonna do
Okay,
that.
well, never mind. I'm healing myself then because you have stupid HP. I'm gonna expend hands from myself.
How many hands do you expend?
All
on
of my
this?
hands.
All of your hands. Okay.
Oh my god, Mirrium, where did your hands go?
Wait,
You're
Aldys.
thinking.
there you go.
Alright, Tia's gonna go look over the edge of the cliff.
Just darkness.
I would like to cast light on a rock and kind of drop it down.
Okay. So you cast light on the rock and you drop it down. CC's shield is no longer lit, and you drop it down and you see a very narrow corridor heading north.
Alex, close the turn order.
Before I do that,
Can I fly down there?
you can indeed fly down there.
I want to fly down there and roll a perception check to see if I see anything.
Yes.
Cici, be careful.
I've got it, Tia.
Okay, I love you.
All right.
Okay.
So you
Love you
head down
too.
there. Roll your perception check.
Hey, Alex, that
Hold on.
guy's dead.
Yeah, I was just literally as you said that, I was clicking his icon.
I got you, boy.
Hate you. All right. So. All right. You head about here, and you notice a trap. There seems to be a plate that seems to be out of place, and you look to the left. And there's a bunch of arrow holes. That's all you can really see.
How barbaric.
And as you head down there, it's too narrow to fly now. It's like it's about 5 foot by 10 foot high. You could fly, but it's very tight. What do you guys do?
I point out the trap to everybody.
Okay. I'm gonna look for a way down.
Yeah, I'm just
I go this
gonna
way and just I hop
float
down,
down.
and scale the
Yeah.
wall down.
I mean, like there's stairs over here, guys. You can just walk.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Yeah. But
I
of fucking course,
She's
I
showing up.
explored those stairs.
all this just fucking goddamn.
Can
Dude, that just
Tio
like,
ride
gonna
down
go
the slopey
cliff.
cave stairs on his shell?
I mean, no, he's gonna walk down it because he's
Like
an
a
adult.
civilized-
Because he's an adult.
All right. How do you guys continue? And Canal also walks down because he.
All right, Canal. I'll follow behind CC. Marching order behind CC, I guess. CC, you went front still. I mean, you're still the best tank.
Well, we need to like disable the trap.
We can jump over it.
Oh
But
no,
what
hold
about
on.
Tio? Tio can't jump.
Hey, Alex. How? So
Mhm.
it's just like a mechanism. Like, is it just
Yep.
difficult to get by?
I'm gonna cast light on
And
Cici's,
because of
shield.
how tight it is, it's going to be relatively difficult. But you can point out like the steps that are triggering it.
Oh, I'm just gonna. How many arrow holes are there?
There's about 50 air holes along the line over here.
Along the line?
Yeah.
Damn, it's actually a real goddamn shame that I don't have a spell, because I could do this just in a flash.
I'm going to cast Light on Cici's shield again.
Mm-hmm. You can do that. So once again, what's the marching order for you guys? And go ahead and order yourselves in that way.
Can I pick up a rock and shove it in there? One of the holes.
Yeah, you
Well, you
do
could
that.
just like
I
take
mean,
him
I
a big
guess-
rock,
I guess-
drop it on the pressure plate.
Alex, I'm avoiding trying to ask, like, this specific question every time we come across something, but, my question is, like, how many cubic feet, how, like, the total, like, diameter of, like, a single, like, arrow hole?
A single arrow hole? I mean, like, I don't know, like an inch in diameter?
Yeah?
Yeah.
So I could say, run my hand across each one, swipe it once to turn, like, the stone into, like, mud, and then swipe it back to turn the mud into stone, and just keep doing it as I walk.
Yeah, but doesn't it take like an hour to do that?
No, it takes, 1 cubic foot of material takes 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
So
I
this
mean,
isn't a
yeah,
cubic
but it's-
inch, this is, like, an inch flat.
I see what you're talking about. but
Yeah, so,
it's
like,
about
it would take, like, yeah.
30
That's sort of hard
minutes
to
to
think
do them
about
all, though.
sometimes. Like, 30
do
minutes, yeah.
take
It's a lot.
30
It's a
minutes
lot
to
of them.
do- yeah.
Got it.
So if I walk across, I can see all the spots where I shouldn't stand.
Yes.
So I can walk across and point them out.
Guys,
Yeah, you
wait,
could-
just grab a corpse and throw it on there.
Okay, I grab.
There's
the corpse and
there's
throw
only
it on
one
there.
corpse. Didn't the other two explode?
Yeah, there's...
Well,
Oh, you do not throw Kunal on there.
Don't throw Canal on there.
That's very
No,
rude.
you throw the one corpse, although slightly dismembered from the explosion because you have thrown down the other quaggas down here. You throw it, and it hits the plate, and just like a bunch of arrows kind of go through and hit the wall, and drops.
I pick up the body
Body.
and I throw it on the plate again to see if it does the same thing.
And it does the same thing again, and it's just a bunch of more
Hey,
arrows
actually,
shooting
if
through.
these are magical at all, I'm gonna shine the Lantern of Revealing on them.
Sure. They're not magical, but you do see a lever all the way down here.
I'm gonna
Oh.
go and hit the lever.
All right, can you make a acrobatics check because it is relatively tight for the flying space?
Don't I have an advantage because
You have the transmuter stone because fuck,
this-
danger sense. You have yeah, that's you have advantage because of danger sense.
Danger
I didn't mean to do that
sense.
twice. So I roll acrobatics.
Double
Yeah, you
danger
roll,
sense.
Well, I mean, like, Cici, you just fucking dance across the air. Right? Do you pull the lever?
That is a good question. Do I pull the lever?
hmm.
I want to do a perception check.
Yeah,
See
go
if I
ahead.
notice anything else off.
Roll a perception check. You roll a 15.
Yeah, what else does she see up there?
And I'm just about to do that. Now, you guys ask these things sometimes as I'm like literally doing them.
That's good. I mean, we're just going at the same speed then, my dude.
Yeah. You notice 3 large coffins with some light or no, some mist kind of flowing out of it. Cici, how do you respond to this?
Counter behavior would be to smash it.
Let me based on previous experience.
Very true.
Well,
She did get yelled at that about that though.
yeah, I did get yelled at that about that. I pull the lever and ready my shield.
You pull the lever and you ready your shield, and the unfortunate thing is as that happens, as you pull the lever, a large sound comes from the walls as the arrows stop. The plates are no longer active, and they seem to like you don't have to work with the arrows anymore. You throw the, of course, for posterity, and nothing comes out. But
Well,
certain things kick at these coffins as they
Oh,
open.
no.
well, we wouldn't really have time to fuck about with the corpse, but let's like I'm gonna
but
like
you guys can you guys are down there because you're waiting for Cici to pull the lever. This all happens at once.
okay.
There's 3 large, not large, but ghastly figures come out, Cici, and you see they're the faces. They're wearing clothing of Wallenheim clothing. You can't tell, but you know that they're regal clothing. But but there's this purple mist about them. There's something glowing in their eyes as if they've been resurrected recently, and they all glare at you, Cici.
Can I throw my oil of slipperiness in front of me?
Because you had interacted with the lever, I'm going to say you do not have time to do that.
Okay.
Because you kind of caught deer in the headlights as this happens. And the people, please select their characters and roll initiative again, please.
Man, I'm rolling some good initiatives.
Yes.
So, wow. It's a second 15 in a row.
I love going second. Early after enemies.
Okay. Right after enemies? Okay, that's a fair point. Okay. So with that...
Oh, hey, I'm a boy.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Don't forget
I
the
did not
boy.
expect him to say... I expected you guys to say yes to that offer. Probably should not have given you that chance.
Like, we're gonna
And
take
he's
help.
a yeah, he's a slow boy right now. Alright. With that, we can go ahead and start... this. Okay. Cici, it's your turn. What do you do?
Would throwing the oil of slipperiness be a bonus action?
Yeah, it's a bonus action.
Okay.
How wide is it?
That is a good question. Let me see if I wrote that down. I did not write down how wide it was. I don't think we got any details about that.
It's probably just the grease spell. If you want to just do a quick and dirty version, it's probably just grease.
10 foot square.
Yeah.
So it's you can cover like actually quite a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to cover the area that's kind of in front of me.
These squares, what are these squares, actually? Because you've got half like a wall into them.
That's a good question. Same question. Like, is this a valid standing square? Is my question.
That is a valid standing square.
Then Cici, I mean, well, we're back behind, but I mean, out of character, like right directly right
So-
here would be perfect.
Yeah,
'cause
I'm
it would
gonna
just cover
put
the
it right
entrance.
about here,
Okay.
you know, in this area, so that it's covered in front of me, and I'm kind of gonna brace. Well, not brace, but I'm gonna use this as a means to kind of funnel them in here. Does that make sense?
That makes
Okay,
sense.
so just generally like that. And then I come back and I cast grease a little bit ahead, and then they have double grease they got to get through.
Hey. Yeah.
Alright,
You
so
guys
go
think I'm
ahead-
kidding?
You brace yourselves. That's fine. Alright.
Okay. So, and I'm going to throw my javelin at this. A
Okay,
javelin.
so roll.
Wait, no, I
your
can talk
attack
out of
for-
turn, actually. Well, no, I can't see this anyway, so.
Yeah, you roll. Go ahead and roll your attack, please. Oh, that's a crit. That's 8 points of damage as you throw the javelin right into its chest. All right. So with that, Cici, it is your turn. Do you move? No. Right?
No, I just have my shield up ready to defend this spot.
Yeah.
Make sure no one gets by me.
All right. You will not have your shield up because you spent your bonus action to throw the oil of slipperiness. You spent your action to throw a javelin. So next turn you'll be able to have your shield because you would not have pulled the lever down with your shield out.
She didn't move though.
I mean, yeah, she didn't move.
Yeah.
So I mean, all right.
All right. Anyways, I'll allow it. You'll have the shield out. And Mirrium, it is your turn. Go ahead.
All right. Well, hearing like the commotion up here, I'm just gonna trot up 5, 10, 15, stepping gently over the oh.
Just clog your throat.
Oh, okay. I've had enough of this today. I'm done. I'm done. Hold on. I'm gonna cast a magic missile, and I'm gonna cast it as a level 4 spell
Oh, Jesus.
at this one right in front of me.
You rolled 3 1s.
Oh.
You rolled 3 4s and 3 1s.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
What's up?
That is
It's a total
21
of
points
21 damage.
Oh
Yeah,
my
it's still
God.
standing. As he casts as a level 4 spell, as it
I ruffled
Shum,
the
shum,
hell
shum,
out of
shum.
Cici's wings and feathers as they go
and
zipping
it
past.
kind of wraps around Cici, kind of trails down and hits him right in the chest. All right. Okay. Theo,
Not
it
having
is
any of that. I'm done with it.
your turn.
Okay.
I'm gonna squeeze into this little crevice here to let the turtle
5,
by.
6. You can end about just 1 square behind Cici.
Okay, I'm gonna run up to
Lightning
Cici
nerve.
and
Pull
I'm
him out of the
gonna
grease.
using my very last spell slot, I put my hand on Cici's shoulder. And cast protection from evil and good on her.
All right. So what
right.
creature?
Undead.
All right. So undead. Okay, Cici, it is now your turn. Or no, not your turn again. No, and that is your
No.
turn. Okay, Tio. Okay.
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right. So the whites.
That cancels the light, by the way.
I'm looking for a.
Oh yeah.
You just used the first one, the one that.
But I have the lantern of revealing shining directly into the room, so.
So
I've got the icon. For it
the
too.
whites actually are quite intelligent. They see that the oil is there, but this one is kind of stuck right now. He kind of like climbs out and then slips on the oil slipperiness. Oh boy.
Please fall in his ass.
Okay,
That boy, he
What
gonna
would the
slip.
DC be for that, actually?
Yeah, DC would be, I guess, 13.
Or 13,
whatever
yeah, I was
CC
gonna say,
saving throw
actually.
is actually what I would call, yeah.
Yeah, 13 there. So it does a dex saving throw, which it makes stable to stand. But these two over here take out longbows. And they aim at CC. The first one does not hit. Second one does not. Wow. Shit. Right now, the other one has.
I thumb my nose at him.
Wow, they're just missing left and right.
Cici,
And then this
Hi.
one over here has a longsword out right now.
don't
Okay.
do that.
Aldys, it is your turn.
Okay, let's see.
You should just sprint to get in there.
I mean, I could do that.
Just smash, slide right through the grease and smash into that motherfucker. If you have enough movement to do a charge, that actually isn't a terrible idea.
Charges aren't a thing.
Scramble past the turtle. Please describe this.
Is this space, like, oiled?
That is oiled, yes.
Okay, hold on. So that's 3. Hold on, I'm counting here.
Yeah, that's better.
Cici, are you able to fly in there at some point?
Yeah, it's open enough now to fly.
Good. Okay. All right. So as I'm walking towards the room, mist begins to wrap around my feet, and I just zoop right into the stone floor.
Yes.
And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here.
What do you cast?
I'm clicking it.
Misty, oh shit!
Hey boys,
And you are in that shit.
1, 2, right here. Hey,
He still has
got a
movement,
longsword.
yeah. Do you jump up on top of the coffin like a fucking swashbuckler?
You can't get into the coffin, yeah, no, it's
Well, I think she jumped on top of it.
Yeah, just right on top of it. Hey,
That's disrespectful.
time to get red. It's just I'm hitting him with a blade.
alright. Go ahead and roll your attack. The first attack. Are you?
Bet.
Wow, okay. You just-
Hey, that's a good roll too, isn't it?
How about a smite?
Oh my
a
god.
margin.
You gotta
Anyway, it's
re-roll.
okay.
You got a 1.
Yeah, I gotta reroll.
First
1, too.
off, re-roll the 1, so right now you're at 16 points of damage to you. That's becomes 19 points of damage.
Okay.
Cool beans.
Why don't I just burn a level 2 spell slot for a smite?
There, that is how many? It's undead, so you get even more.
Okay, so it's a level 2, so that is 3d8,
3d8.
plus undead. That's 48.
It's 48. So roll 4d8 damage, Mr. Paladin.
Miss Paladin.
Oh yeah,
Thank
Miss
you.
Paladin. Ms.
I
Paladin.
had a spell for that actually.
Lady
Hold on.
Paladin, if you're being specific, honestly.
Madame Paladam.
Lady Paladin.
I'm a Paladin.
Lady Pauladine. Pauladine.
I don't know how I
Okay.
feel about that.
Yeah, me neither.
And it's the joke. As
I know.
anyways, that is it's 15 points of damage so
Radiant.
far. Radiance, yes. But okay, now roll one more. Wait, no, 1 times 2. That is 2.
That should be it.
You got 15. takes another 15 points of damage, just like your blade glistens in this holy light. You smash it against him, and much of its body just disintegrates from the sheer force, but it's still standing.
Now for my next hit.
Ah, shit. And now for my next hit, which actually hits for 13 points of damage, and you just kill it. Damn, you did a lot of damage.
Nice.
Fucking. Hold on. Before any of you fucking say anything. There you go. Are you happy?
Thank you, Alex.
Yes, thank you.
They smash it into smithereens, and it just flies.
I mean, it's dust. That thing is dust.
It is dust. Right. Okay. It's now Kunao's turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, he is in range, so he's gonna throw his javelin at disadvantage, because he can't move any further than that.
Yeah, that hallway's kind of clogged.
It is pretty clogged right now, so that's a 9, doesn't hit, and doesn't do anything. Alright. Now it is Cici's turn.
So you remember how I lit a torch at the beginning?
Yes.
Can I drop it in the oil?
Hey,
Yes, you
what
can.
a good idea.
Alright,
Can that be my bonus action?
That is actually a free action because you can drop
It's an
something.
interactive, yeah.
Yeah, I
You
want
should do it while you're
casually-
flying over the grease, yeah.
Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop it on the grease, and then I'm going to fly over to this guy right here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yay.
Boop. Boop. I'm here. I dropped
Hold
the
on.
torch on the
Just-
way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, they
It's
got no
gonna
problem
make
seeing, I
a
guess.
saving throw at disadvantage because it is in grease right now. 1 second. Let me be fucking cheeky here. As he dropped this, the torch into the oilless slipperiness, and this gets lit on fire. Sorry, I had to do it. I had
Thank
to do
you.
it.
I mean, fair. You
And
paid
let's
for
get our
it.
first, yeah, right. Dexterity saving throw, which is a 13. He's able to dodge out of the way, but it will be taking, I guess, this much, 5 damage, as it is now on fire. Oh god, it's on fire. Shit,
That's really bad for him.
that is really bad for him. Anyways, it's on fire. That is now. What do you do? He's not dead though. He's not
I'm going
dead,
to
though.
punch this guy. Well, not punch him, but poke him
Yeah,
twice.
you poke him twice.
I'm actually going to do it two-handed. Is that okay?
Yeah, you can totally do the two-handed. So you rolled a stab, and that misses. Big fork we use with 2 hands. Alright,
Yeah.
roll again. You have another attack.
See, the protection... Okay, that's only for being attacked.
Yep.
Yes, and that's a 10 for 10 damage. As it looks like normally it wouldn't take much damage, but your spear is magical, as the lightning surges from it to do the full amount. And that is your turn. You don't have anything else, right?
Well, since that was a free action, I can use my bonus action to get my shield out, right?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, I do that.
Okay, Mirrium, it is your turn.
Alright, I'm going to, I'm not going to Ray of Frost the one that's on fire, because that seems counterintuitive, but I'm going to help out Cici
Yes,
with
this
the
whole
one in
area,
the
by the
back.
way, is difficult terrain because it's on fire. And if you end your turn in it, you'll take
That's
1d8 damage.
adverse terrain, my dude.
Yeah, it's adverse terrains. If you take
Whatever the hell it's called. I'm gonna,
yeah,
I'm gonna
so
Ray of Frost that boy in the back. Kill.
all the way in the back over here.
Yep.
Alright, it is not resistance to cold damage as your Ray of Frost shoots down the hallway and it hits him right in the shoulder. Doesn't hurt. No, it doesn't feel good. It's cold. Alright. Okay. That is your turn. Or do you move or do you stay right
I'm
there?
quite comfortable where I am.
Alright. Tia,
Nice
this is
and
your turn.
warm.
Alright, I would like to cast, oops.
Oh, that's so good.
Cast Lightning Lure and yank him through the grease.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beep,
Alright.
beep.
He's gonna have disadvantage because he's trying to resist in fucking flaming oil.
Gotta beat a 14.
So it's a strength saving throw. It's oh my god!
man.
Oh
Wow!
my god.
That is I'm so sorry.
This thing
Well-
is inhuman. Well,
Well, I mean,
Yes.
it's dead.
alright, now it is his turn. First off, he's gonna roll 1d8 because he's in the fucking fire. Well, he is on fire. Takes an additional 2 damage. He's gonna try and get out of the fire, but first has to make a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage because he's on fire. And oh no! He
Hey.
slips down and takes another 1d8 damage because he ends his turn on fire, and it's another 2. He's still alive, but he's writhing on the ground right now, not feeling too great.
That guy's having a really rough day.
He's having a really rough day right now. And now this guy's...
Somebody woke up on the wrong side of the coffin.
Whatever, these guys just got fucked up.
Alright, so he comes over here, and he drops his longbow and takes out his sword. But before that, his hand reaches out for you, and you feel something. No, he misses. He misses. And really angry, he tries to do it again. And fuck me, Jesus. Well, that's too bad. Its turn is wasted. Okay.
Whatever, it's a con saving throw in my aura, and it's on a barbarian.
Yeah, seriously, it's
And not to mention, I got protection from good and evil, so
yeah, it would have been disadvantage. anyways.
Disadvantage anyway.
But it couldn't even grab her.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
disadvantage,
kind
to
of
be
like you see like this necromantic magic coming out of his hand, but it's like this is increased by this purple psionic energy, but it just kind of tickles you because like it can't bypass this veil that Tiho had given you earlier.
Sorry, can you say it again?
What?
Can you say my name
Give
again?
me just another pass at that name, thank you.
Sorry, did I say Tiho?
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Oh.
I mean, that's my favorite shoot 'em up genre.
Oh my god.
I don't want to do this anymore. Okay, anyways, Aldys, it is your turn.
Alright, well, I'm going to take off. I'm gonna just leap down and run over here,
Yeah.
and then just whoop. Hi.
Hello. And you.
I'm gonna stab him in the back.
An advantage because he is flanked. That hits for 9 damage. What else?
Whoop, hold on. 10 damage, thank you very much.
Yeah, -1. And
And give him the second stab.
Ooh, oh, advantage.
My advantage,
Hey,
yeah.
advantage.
thank Christ for advantage.
That's 16 slashing damage, magical.
He has 2 hit points left. Unfortunately, he still stands.
Why do I
Is this
keep getting things to 2 HP?
Yeah, seriously. Alright. So, Kunal. Oh, wow. He sees his wall of fire over here and throws a javelin at that dude at disadvantage because he is out of range.
You probably
right
can't
now.
even see the other guy.
The coffin is low enough.
No,
Oh,
I mean the guy laying down in the fire. He probably doesn't even know he's there.
Alright, and that is actually does not hit Snow and ducks out of the way. Unfortunate. And that's his turn.
At least it's not a 1 and he hits me.
Yeah, seriously. Cici, it's your turn.
I'm gonna put my shield away and go stabby stabby.
Alright, you bonus action, you put your shield away, and you go for a stab.
Hey,
Alright, you kill
good.
it.
Nice. Can I
You can
fly
move
over
in.
to here?
Yeah, you can
Boop,
move in.
boop, boop. And I'm gonna poke him.
Alright, you got advantage because he's prone on the ground right now. And you kill him. Wow, that encounter went completely opposite of how I expected it because
Yeah,
that fucking
I see.
grease.
Well, that and, you know, the whole Misty step.
Yeah, Misty Step. It is what it is.
No one ever expects the grease.
So, after a few moments of just this fire, it fizzles out. Sorry, I really needed to do that.
That's fair.
Right, so I'm just gonna leave the grease there, marking, but it's gone. I
Well, that's
don't
just scorch
axe
marks
them.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, just scorch, just
Yeah.
scorch marks.
Actually, no,
Can I take the?
holy resting ground.
I want to take the bodies and put them back in the coffins.
Oh,
Well,
well, I
one's
mean,
cremated.
one of them is just disintegrated, but the you know, there's like a few jewelry that you can put back into the coffin, which you do.
that one's cremated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
This
one's
one here
pretty
is just like a pile of dust and like burnt and charred bone.
This one's really the only intact one.
This one you just
And
kind of
even
chuck it
then,
back
it's
in.
really not in good
yeah,
shape.
I put him back in the coffin just to be nice because that's what Tio would do.
Mhm.
Is there anything else in this room? Did we just like stumble onto a dead end?
No, but actually, no, I would not do that to you guys. Come on.
Well, what do I see then, gummit?
Well, give me a moment. Jesus. All right.
Wait, hold on.
This is your
I go-
campaign?
Hold on, Alex.
Yeah, well, see, this is why I use dynamic lighting, so that you can just see, and then I zip you around. Because, I don't know.
That's true.
You're
By the
making this
way,
hard on
Alex.
yourself the way you're doing it. Not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
What's up?
Since there's not another body to put in one of these crypts, I go and I take this guy down here and put him in one.
Oh my god. I just don't say anything.
Oh no.
I mean, it's normal at this point.
Tio looks a little conflicted, but he's not gonna say
You know,
anything.
her heart's in the right place. I don't really
Yeah.
want to. I don't want to be the one to tell her.
I don't
Oh.
care.
God. Okay, anyways, so in the room you notice that aside from the jewelries and heirlooms of the Wallenheim family, you notice there's a whole bunch of etchings on the coffins themselves. Written
Oh yeah,
in,
this is more of that stuff, right?
Yes, written in Undercommon.
Mm-hmm.
You understand most of it. There are other phrases that don't really make sense when you read it out, but for the most part, it is just corrupting the undead, and so that they rise, making sure that whoever comes down here ends up dead. But thankfully, you have dealt with the whites of Wallenheim past, and aside from that, not much other information in the room. So it's a bit of a dead end. You are correct in that.
Well, sure is a good thing I didn't use the following spell slots on that dead encounter.
Sometimes it happens, guys. Fuck Grease.
You're the one who gave it to us.
That's true, no, actually. But hey, it is what it is.
I'm gonna keep protection from evil and good up on Cici until it runs out. Mostly because Theo doesn't know that he can just turn off spells.
So wholesome, so pure.
But also because it's useful.
Mm-hmm. Right,
Alright, let's examine these undercommon etchings then. Mirrium.
So
more of these.
Yeah, I'm already looking at them, but I mean, they don't really. Do they have any information on them, Alex? I mean,
I don't have too much information on them, but you would know that it would require the blood of the lineage in order to complete the ritual. So the Volum have had to come down here himself, and this seems to be a greater conspiracy than what it is.
Yeah, hey, who are these guys, by the way?
You would recognize some of them from the history that you have read through your background. You can do a history check.
Gotcha.
They're all lords and ladies. And this seems to be like a burial area. You notice along the walls. An advantage because you know this. You notice all along the walls, just like heirlooms and just written here, just the names of the lords and ladies of past. And you notice something along one of the ledges. There used to be something there. It used to be a book, but it's gone right now. It's like the dust mark is gone. There's a missing book at the moment as well. But that is it.
Oh, that's alarming. Looks like a book is gone. And recently.
Yes, indeed. But for the most part, this room seems to be just the heritage of and the lineage of the Wallenheim estate. What does the party do?
Yeah, it's a good question. Let's see, I'm going to investigate the rest of the room. Just hand on the wall, looking for anything that seems out of place.
Right, so with your perception, or natural perception, you notice there is one of the candlesticks you can wiggle.
Does it have a candle in it?
It does not have a candle in it, no.
Hey guys, when we're ready, I'm gonna pull this.
Ooh, can I pull it?
Yeah?
I go pull it.
You pull it, and you hear a click. And
I look very disappointed.
did you want it to explode?
I mean...
Around down to the south, you hear something, just something stone scraping against stone. What do you guys do?
Well, that's something.
Can I go check it out?
Yeah, we're gonna go check it out.
Yes, and yeah, move you all the way down there.
Let's wait for Mooney to get back.
yeah.
I'll reveal all of this to you before we continue. But I'm probably going to end the session about now, once Mooney gets back.
Yeah, I think now's a
You
great time to
guys-
end, actually.
With you guys right in the entrance to this door, and at the very end of the hallway,
Oh
the
no.
wall has given through, and now there is an entrance.
Super
left side.
secret door. It says it right on it.
Why wouldn't it?
I'm not sure what SS stands for, but in my head it's now Super Secret Door.
The
Super
secret
secret.
doors is definitely what it stands for.
I mean,
Oh,
S
boy.
on a dungeon map means secret door. I don't know why there are two. Maybe to indicate that each of those walls, because it's not, it's supposed to be on the wall, but it's like on the inside, so it's just indicating that each of those walls is a secret door.
Okay, so we're at session end.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So let's just put the marching order as normal.
Yeah.
You know,
And I'm just gonna
Mirrium
mute
is
this and.
in the session with the door opening in the distance. Right, a bit more of a combat-heavy session, but you guys are headed down into the crypts and the catacombs. It is what it
That's
is.
just the part of.
Well, there was RP at the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, don't worry, we had some at the start. It's fine. It's.
We got a fucking story, so.
Yeah.
I feel like we got enough. Don't be greedy.
Yeah, I feel like this is a good balance.
Yeah.
All right. With that, you guys are level 7 still. Ah, nice try. You guys are level 8. Yeah, no.
No, I
The
would
power
be.
spike for so many characters.
I would be very upset with you.
Be way too fast.
Yeah,
way too quick. Yeah.
I
like, let me
mean,
tell you
to
about.
prepare levels as an 8th level wizard, prepare spells.
Yeah, like let me tell you about fast leveling and how I don't like it.
Well, depending on how long this campaign goes, you guys will head and eventually be up to 20.
Well, I assume, yeah. I mean, it's designed
Eventually,
to be
but
20.
yeah.
But 20 is also like fine in this. 20 isn't fucking stupid like it is in some other games.
Considering no one's allowed to have wish. Yeah,
No one's allowed to have what?
wish.
Oh yeah, I mean ban wish, whatever. Fuck that spell. Stupid.
Hey, sorry that took longer than I thought it would.
Oh, it's okay. We're ending the session.
Oh, okay.
So it works out.
I mean, I guess it is 8, so that's fine.
Mhm.
Did I miss anything?
Nope.
A door.
The door opened
Okay.
though. They found the
Door in a
latch
book.
opened in a book.
And a
Book
super
is missing.
secret door.
Well, a door in the lack of a book.
Don't forget the super
The
secret
lack of a
door.
book. And that's where I will end the session, and I will see you guys